Are we live? So many errors. Oh no, so many errors. Oh dear. Looks like we're alive. Barely. Oh my. Only took 10 minutes? Whew. This is gonna be a rough one, boys. JR Spike, I see you.
I am become Death Shatter of Worlds, J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Alright, hello, and welcome to another live stream. How are you guys doing today? If you guys in chat haven't noticed, we have already had things kick off sideways. But, let's go ahead and get switched on over to the Forts Cam. So today, I did announce that we're going to have some special guests and some new, enjoyable things going on. You guys wonder what those are? Take a look at the screen now and you see that there are a lot of high ranks here. And oh boy, are we gonna be taking advantage of that. This match, today's Forts, will be all about big games filled with the top ranked players. We have gotten everything together behind the scenes. We have all collaborated to make sure we're all in the same lobby at once, and here we have 8 of the Fort's best players in one lobby. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Music? Why are you like this? No, internet, don't do this to me now. Okay, we're good.
Warning, nuclear launch detected.
No, okay, just turn that off. We're good! 2000 ping. Just give that a moment to calm down. Give it a moment to calm down. We're gonna be fine. We're getting nuked again. First off, I want to mention.
DACA, can we get some stream hype?
Oh yeah, we can. First, I want to mention thank you to JR Spike 23 for kicking us off with a first nuclear launch during the loading song, coming in with by Eric Grenier, coming in with a request for some nuclear DACA, which I absolutely believe we're going to have. All right, and now we have Sub-Zero coming in to kick things off. All right, we ready? Oh dear. You ready? Even if the pings are a little bit... What you guys need to do is turn off the stream so your pings go down a little bit. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Time's up, let's do this. Will there be an open lobby later? Absolutely. Alright, so I'm not going to be pulling down the timer because y'all know who is in here. And we have the first match underway. We have a 4v4 on stalactites. And oh boy, things are going to get exciting here. As you guys can already tell, this is very different from a lot of the matches we have. It's yes. This isn't a tournament. This isn't designed to be the super hard, try hard matches that we get a lot of times. This is just for fun, and just so happens to include just enough of the toppest tier players to see all the neat little tricks and all the things that you guys love to see. All right, connection got nuked. Yeah, it spiked a little bit. It should be back. And one of the things that you guys will notice is it is now 50 seconds into the match, and almost all the players have their first technology completed. A lot of times when we do our public matches, you'll see that most of the time, players don't even have technology down by this point. So, oh, yep, here we go. Look at this boy. Already down with the factory. Yep. I like how this is just happening all over the place. Everyone's doing the same thing. Look at it. Look at it. It's so pretty. So much efficiency. All in one spot. Isn't this nice? Well, as you guys noticed, we have a couple players going for missiles here. And we already have players that noticed, and they're taking advantage of being able to see it by defending against it. Do what this guy does. See what the enemy is doing, and stop them by building defenses against it. Oh dear. This is going to be a good match. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I'm so excited. Ooh, we have the French wood spam coming out here. Is this 42 scientist? Team 2, 1 position. Yes, it is 42 scientist, actually. Neat. I like how there's a very visible difference in the building architectural styles of the different regions. I'm okay with this. I actually do like this style in particular. It's so much easier to do. So much dense wood spam, boys. This makes me so happy. So much wood. Oh my. Look at how thick this is. It's so pretty! It's so pretty. Alright, so we have weapons down. It is now 2 minutes 45 seconds in, and we're getting nuked again!
Launch detected.
Oh dear, oh my. We have a nuclear launch coming in from Kincha. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the Kincha has arrived. Gotta wait for the Kincha voice to come on. I want to hear it.
Hi,
Wow, that's a lot of
Incursus.
flack.
I just wanted to say something. Pleb. You're a pleb. You're such a pleb that all the plebs are less pleb than you. Cheers, pleb.
Hey, that's... How dare you, Kincha? This is fun. Welcome, Kincha. We have some very high-tier gameplay going around here. That is a lot of flack. I see what his plan is here. His plan is to make sure that the opponents don't have any means of counteracting this swarm missile play. Oh, you greedy, greedy boys. Oh, you very greedy boy. So this player here did what a lot of other players, I yell at them for this, and that is building exposed heavy weapons. Now, he did this purposefully, but his risk didn't pay off. And now, this player is getting retaliated upon. Oh, so... If this player's laser aim had been just a little bit more accurate, that would have been one eliminated player already. But this time, the flag is already down, and the nuke is not going to make it anywhere near the base. There we go. Boom. This is quite a large map. Makes for a lot of zooming in, which is not always fun. Uh-oh. That's a fire beam. It's going to disable all these missiles. Almost all of them. Think you'll have to upgrade the shotguns later, replace it with rockets? I doubt it. I suspect he's going to keep them as flak. Flak have their own benefits. You just joined what is happening today? We have one of the most glorious show matches available. We have the toppest tier players, literally the top 8 players in the entire world of playing for it's all in one match. That's what's going on here. Oh, that laser. Perfect accuracy, but the fire beam plasma combo making it almost to the core. That would have been very bad. So close, but not quite close enough. Flak not doing what it needs to do. Oh, a laser taking out their swarm missile player. So now we don't have any more swarm missiles coming out of Team 2 here. Mr. Allen 1000 has been eliminated. Oh, wow. Oh, the perfect cooperation, the perfect focus fire of double lasers from 2 different players. Still not enough to break through the wood spam. That was a close one. Oh dear. Let's see. So one thing that's worth noting, besides this player being constantly barraged with lasers and barely managing to survive, one thing that's worth noting is this player has expanded downward. The 2 main purposes for expanding down here are, for one, building swarm missiles. That's by far and wide the primary purpose. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Well, one thing I'm going to mention, well, let me go back to completing this, is that the purpose of building this is most of the time going to be swarm missiles. However, the alternate purpose, which actually appears to be what it's being used for, is for the creation of an additional defensive position, namely machine gunners and such, for missiles. Wow, that was close. That's some seriously red wood there. Alright. Trying to use a laser as a anti-missile defense system. Oh dear. How's my day been? It's been Comcastic. I love that pun. That's a beautiful pun. It's been great. So many issues, but you know what? We're here now, and things are going to be okay. Yes, it appears that everyone has gone lasers, and I think everyone else has figured it out. So now everyone has energy shields. Oh, jeez. Oh dear. Let's see. This is why this wood span is created, just to deal with lasers. Like, I want to point this out real quick. Look how thick this wood is right here. Just thick. Do you guys have any idea how many lasers it takes to get through this? Seriously, it's like 4 laser beams to get through all of that. You're not getting through all of that with just lasers. You need something else, because realistically, you're not going to get 4 laser beams all in the same few pixels. What does a blue metal mean? Blue metal means it is stretched. It is stressed by being torn apart. It's trying to support too much weight, and it's being pulled and stretched. As opposed to the red color, which means it is being compressed. Stressed and compressed. Both of which are bad. Very bad. So many lasers going all over the place. I'm just going to leave the camera right here. Right here. There we go. That way you guys can see everything. Which rank am I? That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't played ranked in a very, very long time. I think I'm like rank 16 or something. It slowly decays. It slowly decays because that's how the rank system works. Oh dear. The flak has returned. Everything is on fire. Everything is always on fire.
It's not an Incursus stream
Especially
without
this
him
player's
talking
base.
about how much he loves thick wood.
Oh dear. Ginsha, why are you like this? Fire beams. Can I turn off the rain? Not from within the match. In fact, I'd have to recreate the lobby to do so, which I plan on doing actually, because I want to turn off the in-game music and put on my music, because everyone's heard the in-game music for a lot. Come on, Nuke. Do the dodge. It got shot down. Nuke didn't make it across. Now, one thing that's worth noting is this kind of thick wood spam doesn't work very well versus... Ooh, that's rough. It doesn't work very well versus the fire beam, as the fire beam penetrates a certain amount of depth rather than a certain number of layers. So this wood spam isn't going to defend you against the red laser, only the blue laser. But the blue laser is the one that does the real damage, so that's why it's so popular here. Yeah, that's some seriously But the in-game music fits so well here because of all the action. Yes. Yes, it does. You know, do you guys want the in-game music? Because I know you guys have mentioned about trying to keep the in-game music more often. Imagine someone build a railgun. Well, unfortunately, or rather, fortunately, this is a vanilla match. So, the railgun is not available. I'm just curious as to how long it's going to be before the players manage to land their shots. Because it is currently a 4 versus 3. The numbers do not favor Team 2 here. And everyone's still managing to defend up. Oh dear. That's a lot of fire. Everyone's still using plasma weapons or energy weapons despite everyone having energy shields. So we're going to expect transition sooner or later out of energy weapons. That time is not yet, as it would seem. Wow, that's some seriously stressed metal here, guys. This base has been deformed to a point where it's almost unmaintainable. Oh dear. Boom. Those flak have been doing some serious damage. The flak is still exposed, which has paid off thus far. For as expensive as flak is, costing 200 metal per device. If there's nothing constantly sniping it, it usually winds up being worth leaving it exposed. Yeah, flak is definitely doing a lot. Maybe EMP? Well, the problem with EMPs and similar rocketry weapons, as just like what we have here with the nukes, is it's not guaranteed to make it across the map. Both teams have anti-air. You see here, there's machine gunners pointing out of every base here. And as you guys have noticed, not a single nuke has made it across the map. EMPs are going to have the same problem. Like, look at the anti-air coming across. And while, yes, sometimes it gets close, it has yet to make it across. And that's not going to be a very dependable measure if they were going to go for EMPs. 8 minutes average length. Yeah, you know, that was in a tournament. And I don't know how these guys managed to stay alive for so long. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, look, energy shields everywhere. Plasma weapons are not going to be ending this. I'm just gonna let that one go. He's not currently watching the stream, so I can't just talk at him. Yep, that's a drunk nuke that's also flaming. Goodbye. Oh dear. Alright, now my question is, how long is it going to be before people start transitioning? Do we have EMPs for the risk? No. No cannons. No additional missiles have been placed over here. These players just seem content to be using plasma weapons, which at this point there's enough energy shields over here that their shots are reflecting and doing more damage to themselves than anything else. Oh, there's the fire nuke. It's gonna get shot down. Yeah, there's no way that making it across. One thing that is worth noting, Team 1 here has enough fire beams that they're able to suppress individual weapons. Notice how there's weapons being rebuilt here, constantly being repaired. What they're doing is Team 1 is firing at Teams 2, well, aside from the flak getting the god tier door snipes. Team 1 is using the fire beam to penetrate the doors of their laser weapons of Team 2 and constantly just keeping them chain fired. Oh yeah. Yeah, nukes are backfiring over here. They're, what's happening is Team 2 is shooting these nukes as they're launching, so they're getting drunk and hitting their own base. Uh-oh. If there's one more laser to hit that, this base can come collapsing all the way down and taking out his teammate below him. See here with the chain fire beams attempting to break the laser. Oh, but the... Oof. Oh, boys. This poor base is falling apart. getting shot by a lot of laser beams. He needs more energy shields. Oh dear. Curious. It would appear that some of the players here in Team 1 are trying to... Yeah, the players appear to be focusing more on eliminating things like weapons as opposed to actually eliminating bases. Usually a good strategy in terms of wearing opponents down. But in this case, and Team 1 players know this, they're unable to break the primary core just because of how well the core is defended. They're gonna have to transition out of their weapons here or start landing some nukes. It's possible for Team 1 to suppress the opponents sufficiently that they don't have any anti-air whatsoever and the nukes get across, but so long as there are... How many laser beams? It's 5 lasers remaining for Team 2 at this point. And then an additional several sets of anti-air systems. Oh boy. It's going to be very difficult to land anything but lasers across. Look at this. There's laser beams bouncing all over the place. Yet damage is not being done. Honestly, I'm just happy to see so many players. Like, look at how deformed this base is, yet it still hangs. Oh, he's transitioning to additional missiles. There we go. I think Team 1 has noticed that they desperately need to switch things up here. This base is so pretty, guys. I just want to point out how pretty this base is. With all of this thick wood here, it can take many hits from anything and be fine. It has sandbag defenses here for the turbines. It has multiple layers of energy shields for the turbines. And are you dying? You are dying. This is what is happening to you. Oh, nope, he's dying again. Oh, energy shields. Yep, there's those energy shields again. But, like, this guy has options available to him. He's gone full economy. He still has the option of transitioning to missiles himself if he desires. Alright, here comes the additional missiles. Additional missile platforms have been built and now launched. The swarm missile is covering for the nuke. The nuke might actually make it across. Nope. Nope, too much anti-air. We thought there was hope. There was no hope. Will the nuke do it? Ooh, the fire beam covering for the nuke. The nuke makes it across in the clear and gets ignited at the last moment. That's going to deal extra damage to the base as well as ignite it. Oh, his defense has been broken. It has been penetrated. The laser going all the way through the bottom of his base, damaging the entirety of his foundation and exposing his mines. A couple more hits like that and his entire base will collapse just off the back of one nuclear hit. Uh-oh. Oh, but here comes a double elimination. He tried to save it with ropes, but it's not enough. 2 players down, including the nuclear launch player. The player who had access to actually remove the defenses and thick wood spam of the opponents has been removed. And now this Team 2 player is just trying to recover. The pressure has been relieved, but can he recover from what damage has already been done to him? The bottom player is trying to get his weapons back online in time to capitalize on the momentary weakness. The other player is still managing to survive, taking damage but rebuilding as necessary. YouTube stream is down again. Oh dear. Let me check on YouTube. Why are you like this? Come on. Come on. Recover. Oh dear. Oh! That's the double kill. GG. Yes, if you have issues, you should just reload and you'll be alright. Got him. I didn't expect that top player to get hit there. At least so far. This map is terrible for that particular reason. It's maybe limited to 20 minutes. Yes, okay. I think they want the limit for 20 minutes. This is fine. Limit to 20 minutes. There we go. Yes, we have had hiccups throughout the entire stream. It's honestly, it's not even my internet. Twitch has been perfectly fine without even spikes. Like, it's so pretty to see my internet working perfectly. But alas. Dueling Vipers? Yes. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Remove the rain. Okay. I need to remake the lobby. I'm sorry. Why is... Oh, fingers in the wrong spot. Need to disable rain. We'll be back with the same password. Alrighty. Alrighty, give me one moment, guys. This will be done. And I'm also going to disable in-game music. I need to get the actual soundtrack so I can keep that option disabled and play it myself. I'll just play it myself as necessary. Where's the rain option? Weather effects, clock sync, alien. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, very good. Let me make sure that I don't do something silly, like show you guys the password. Okay, here we go. Let's go. We needed Dueling Vipers. Curious to see how to react on Oddity. I'm missing some context there, I think. Where is Dueling Vipers? Right here. Dueling Vipers and limit to 20 minutes. Let's go. Nice. Am I sub to PewDiePie? No, actually. Why can't you make it to the message always appear on stream? I can, but it's unsightly, and people don't like it most of the time. Albeit that does mean that Twitch and YouTube can't interact as well. But it is what it is. Am I playing anything or just spectating today? I will be spectating for the duration of these these showcase matches. However, we'll be playing later on, once this is over. Alright, we just need the 2 remaining players to rejoin. Guys, spamming in chat is never an appropriate option unless specifically permitted, which has not been the case. I understand it is a meme. That does not vilify you. Alright, looks like we're just about ready to go. Just gotta make sure the teams are all in their pre-designed place. Top 1. Yes, Sam, the #1 player on the Forts ladder. Here doing his damage. Alright, ready? Time's up. Let's do this. Alright, so here we have, on Team 1, we have Trek Jeff, Casa Erexium, and Nox, versing off against Bowser, Alan, Sam, and 42 Scientist. On Dueling Vipers, another map, very similar to the last one, but slightly larger, if you could believe that. But you know what we need? We need to put on some good music here, because it is too quiet. And I need to fix that. Oddity lives up to its name. What I want to see is them on Frostbite rolling hills due to the very different build strategies. Oh yeah, that's what the meme-based live streams are for. This time, I just want to stop yelling at people for not chain firing their nukes, and stop yelling at people for collapsing their bases upon themselves. Dueling Banjos for Dueling Vipers. If only. Dueling Banjos is so good. One thing I find very interesting. There's not a whole lot of action going around. Everyone's doing their super precise builds. Well, more or less super precise. To get out their technologies and their economies as fast as possible. Which means there's not a whole lot of super aggression here. There's no minigun rushing. There's that one guy that decides to use the minigun at the beginning, or just to build a couple flak and start harassing. That's not happening here, because for every flak that's built, every minigun that's built slows down yourself significantly. And these players are not willing to do that. They want to get out their damage as soon as possible. Here we have a minute and 45 seconds, and look how much progress has been made on the heavy weapons technology, as well as the economies. Here we have 4-man economies, 2 turbines, and halfway done on the technology, and it's not even 2 minutes into the match yet. Same kind of thing over here. 5-man economy, 2 turbines already completed, halfway through, and building out their defenses. This is the kind of play that I love seeing. As fun as, yeah, as much as I like battleships, don't get me wrong, I like seeing this. This makes me happy. Yes, bitrated back. It's not, for once, it's not me, it's YouTube. For once. Like if you guys want consistency today, I recommend going over to Twitch. You guys know my Twitch. You guys can check out over there. It's just YouTube that's having issues. Right now, I'm not even using the primary YouTube server. I'm having to use their backup tertiary server, because their primary server is completely down and their secondary server is flooded right now. So that's how much chaos is going on at the YouTube. So it's a tournament. This is not a tournament. This is just a show match. This is just a lot of us top tier players saying we are sick and tired of playing individual matches or not being able to match with anyone on the ranked ladder, so we're just all getting together because it's fun. And we're having some good fun matches. That's what's happening. And I am here to spectate the showcase and shoutcast, more or less shoutcast what's going on. Now, I like this. This is something you'll see me do all the time. Moving these storages, especially this battery, to make it go away, because this is prime self-destruct territory. I like this. This is something that we all do this, and we all know it's risky, but because we are all doing it, no one can get punished for it. Building the laser without having any kind of door. This laser is a third completed, and it's got no protection other than a single piece of wood on it. Like, so many things could blow this up from like that. Like going flak from last match to blow it up. Oh, you abusive Trek Jeff, you monster. Oh, you. Alright, so what Trek Jeff is doing here, let me explain this one, because this is something I do all the time. No, he's not. Okay. This is something I do all the time, at least on the ladder when I'm trying to be a jerk to people. Is Trek Jeff has no intention of actually destroying anyone. The purpose of this is to hit before the plasma beam hits. See how the plasma beam is not yet ready? And it's being hit? This means it cannot be repaired, but it can be hit by the fire beam. And then he's just gonna fire beam all the weapons down before they have an opportunity. Oh, he missed. Trek Jeff, you missed. You had one shot and you missed. But it means that you're able to blow away all the weapons before they have an opportunity to complete or be prepared, or repaired. Oh, with the double elimination. Fire beam plasma combo right here. This is the combo that's meant to eliminate players. This one is just meant to pacify weapons. Huh. It would appear that they had a team plan here, where 2 players of each would be designed to pacify weapons, and the other 2 players would be setting up to use plasma weapons, or the plasma laser. Unfortunately, it would appear that the plasma weapons have been eliminated. That's not ideal. So now they're having to use the fire beams. Now there is an alternate strat, which I see them transitioning into, where they use nothing but fire beams. These fire beams don't do much damage in and of themselves. What they do is just kind of a lot of a moderate or mediocre amount of damage to a large area. Notice all this thick wood spam the plasma laser could never get through goes right through with the fire beam. If you have multiple fire beams hitting that location at the same time, suddenly all that wood spam goes away and you can penetrate all the way through. Oh dear. That's fire beam all over the place. So many fire beams, guys. So many fire beams. All this thick wood spam that was once impenetrable, very, very penetrable by fire beams. Oh dear. Ooh. How did that one guy pull the fire beam from the bottom to the top? He opened it up so it had no more defenses. That way he could fire from the bottom to the top. However, notice that it had no defenses and he lost 2 of them to a single cannon shell, which is the drawback of doing that. Similar damage though? Well, 2 plasma is also good but costs a lot more to fire. It's not as good versus... I like this. This is an interaction you don't get to see too often. Igniting a cannon shell as it hits. That does increase its explosion radius as well as giving its incendiary effects. I just got here. Is this a tournament? Not a tournament. This is just a show match between some of the top tier players. Oh. Remember we were talking about slow transitions? This time we have transitions coming out much faster this time around. It's going to require a bit of a redesign of his base, and he's working on that right now, but we're going to get to see some missiles coming out here. Did he jiggle the base? No. Oh, you mean with the sweeping beam? That was just because his base had been damaged. You can see it's very tall, and this is deformed. What happened is this area got shot, and it was removed, so this guy was swinging to and fro while being fired. Look how much penetration these fire beams have, guys. Oh, yeah. It's under constant fire. Again, without the doors, he's doing this on purpose. He's keeping it exposed so that he can have that firing angle that he wants, but it's costing him weapons and it's costing him materials. We'll see how long he can keep it up. What do I create the music playlist on? A hard drive. It's all local. Ooh, incendiary EMP. That's something you almost never see. Uh-oh. That's a lot of fire. And that is, that's additionally the loss of his technologies. No more cannons can be produced. Absolutely everything is on fire.
I'd like to see ranked player play Battleship.
I would like to see ranked player play battleships. We might be able to do one of those matches at the end. It's actually a great idea.
Everything is on fire.
Everything is always on
You
fire.
are my favorite Forts streamer. Sincerely, Fucking Great.
Oh, plasma beam coming in for the finish. GG. Looks like Team 1 has a serious lead here. I do not see Team 2 coming back. Team 2 player still has a full defense, full economy, and ability to fire back, so he's not out of it just yet, but oh. That's a lot of fire. Oh no! The cannon dropping from above, landing on his teammate, and wiping out all of his weapons. That is, that's... I don't think he can come back from this one, guys. It's looking real rough. Between the EMPs, the incoming swarm missiles, and all the lasers, this player is... He's on his way out. We just get to see. Now it's a question of what takes him out. Oh dear. And there's an incendiary. Yep, there's the incendiary nuke. Those suckers hit real hard. GG. Whew. Alright, well, that was exciting. Thank you, D's Nuts and Mr. Great, for the everything is on fire. The appropriately timed everything is on fire, because, oh boy, that was a lot of fire beams, and everything was, in fact, on fire. Like, so much so that everyone's base is kind of burned down. Is Firebeam the online meta? It is not. It is like the counter meta, so to speak. In terms of online meta, most of the time it's these kind of laser rushes you see here that's being used. The fire beam is the closest to a hard counter you will see to that online meta. However, the problem with it is that in 1v1s, for example, it doesn't actually end the game. It just stops the opponent from ending the game. So it allows you to get ahead, but it won't actually end the game, and you have to transition out of it at some point. Am I going to play too? I will be playing after these show matches end. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Let's get this party started. Vanilla 4v4. If it's top 8, then why is he not playing? I'm actually not top 8. Believe it or not. Could I be top 8? Probably. I haven't played ranked in so long that's just the what is it called? The slow build-up of points, the bonus points would probably put me back in top 8 just if I played a match, even if I lost. But, oh boy. It's, well, I'm certainly not going to be finding a match while all the people here are in this lobby. What is my rank? I'm actually not sure. Let me check while I'm here. While I wait for everyone to ready up. Okay, come on. Oh dear, there it is. I am rank 16 right now, with a score of 1,631 and 89% win rate. Samson has played 545 games. That's really impressive, actually. Let's see, and I can match with everyone up to about rank... Oh, geez. Up to rank like 92. That's not a whole lot of players I can match with in the world. Alright, time's up. Let's do this. Thinking of buying this game, is lag a problem? Not really. Personally, I don't play a match with more than 300... with more than 300 ping, but I would have to be playing with someone in like Australia to get that. Like anything below 300, you generally doesn't cause that much of an issue. Like here you can see these players have 150-ish. Most of them are European, which is why we see so much of the French style wood spam here. Hello, YouTube didn't notify me of the stream. YouTube has had some serious issues today. Like, it was to a point where I was considering just not turning on the YouTube stream and just staying on Twitch alone. It was that bad. And it's still not good. But at least it's not dead. Which is nice. Still alive over here? Still alive. Okay. For the moment. Look at the ranked 2v2 leaderboard. We ranked 1,111 there. I don't even remember playing 2v2 ranked ever. Nintendo is porting this to Switch. That would be hilarious. Do I read Twitch chat? Yes, absolutely. Twitch chat is usually pretty quiet, though. Twitch chat is mostly populated by people on YouTube that want to have a nice viewing experience without having to interact with chat. La-da-dum. Oh boy. So I didn't mention this before, but this is very common on vanilla map because it's so close and the arrangement makes it easy. Missiles are a very, very big thing on this map. And I guarantee you this team decided to do this before deciding on the map, and they're just taking advantage of the map. They're like, oh, this is a coincidence. There are a lot of swarm missiles coming out of Team 2 here. There are a lot of swarm missiles coming out of Team 1 here. Both teams are preparing for the swarm missile war. We have, look how much flak we have available. We have a player going heavy weapon here that he's going to have his laser out soon. Then we have 2 missile launchers here, and we have 4 missile launchers coming out of here. They thought they were prepared with multitudes of flak. They were not. Alright, this is a lot of swarm missiles. I would not have been surprised if that managed to eliminate the player. Alright, okay. Now, this is going to be extremely rough. Team 1 is in a horrible position right now. Team 2 has map control. The flak can't even be exposed right now, and their wooden doors are being repaired. Whereas Team 2 doesn't even have to build AA, despite there being swarm missiles on the field because of how much damage output they're doing right now. That's the situation Team 1 is in. It's a really bad place to be. Now, if this does not do crippling damage, which is possible, if this does not do crippling damage, then so that's gonna temporarily disable one of the bases. Trekjeff here has to make this shot land. If Trekjeff does not make this shot land, that's this player right here, Team 1 has got very, very little chances of coming back here. Because right now, These players are suppressed to a point where they can't even use their anti-air properly. Yes, Team 2 is playing it risky. Like, look, the meager amount of defenses and no AA, they're going with the ablative style defense against things like nukes. But if this does not do critical damage, it looks like it will not. Actually, that did do critical damage. That managed to slip up and over. Okay, that was good. That didn't eliminate the player, obviously, but it will be some time before he'll be back in the match, and he's still at the risk of being eliminated by the splashdown of another nuke. Is Team 1 just going to come out on top? Because things are looking really bad for Team 2 here. Like, that switched around super fast. With Team 2 not able to make the damage dealt. Oh boy. Like, Team 2 had a great plan. They're just all gonna go swarm missiles, they're all gonna fire, they're all just gonna hit super hard, super early on, and not even worry about defending against Team 1. And then Team 2 did no damage at all. Team 1 had no anti-air, no map control, no ability to build anti-air, and they managed to live, and suddenly it's Team 2 that's losing the players. Team 2 just had a fort eliminated, and now here comes Team 1 with the actual heavy weapons that can deal consistent damage. The question is who's gonna go down next. At this point, it's a question of who's gonna go down next for Team 2. Wow, I did not see that reversal of fortune. Team 2 got real greedy, and it didn't work out. Team 1 managed to defend against. At my surprise, great surprise, they managed to defend. Looks like Team 2 is getting the anti-air online. They're slowly. They don't have map control. It's like Team 1 is just not firing. They're just Team 1 is just waiting and tanking up. Team 1 is so concerned about taking hits that they're redesigning their base to be more tanky. That is their priority right now. Their priority is we're going to be able to take every one of your hits and then slowly work our way up. We're slowly going to get our weapons out as they upgrade their missile launchers nuke by nuke as they add in additional defenses and get their heavy weapons online. And Team 2 they spent everything to try to get off the early kills, and it didn't work. And Team 2 is suffering the consequences now. Team 2 has definitely lost map control at this point. The nuke manages to make it across by some miracle rather than the expected outcome of it making it across. And just like that, the nuke collides on top of the core, bypassing the defenses, and that's another player eliminated. There's only one player left on Team 2. All right. And what is an otherwise very defensible base? Just everything goes away. There's nothing left. Will the flak do it? Did the flak finish it off? There it is. Team 2 should have had one player whose sole job is sniping AA. Team 2 had 3 players all on their snipers at once, removing all of Team 1's AA to such a hard point that Team 1 had no AA and Team 2 was able to freely fire their missiles. And Team 1 still survived. That was... I did not expect that. And it's okay. You know what? It's alright. It's welcome to forts, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he has to reconnect. Let's give him a moment. There we go. 400 ping for the moment. Alright. Things are stable. Why are his ping is spiking? Casa, why are you like this? That's just you. It's not something in my internet. That's just you. Alright, you good? You stable? Nope. You're not good. Not stable. He's on Team 1 too. Okay, I think we're good. Ready? Let's go. Swing corn. Any plans to cover the experimental build satisfactory? Not at this point in time. Time's up. Let's do this. Team 2 was greedy. They could have swarmed to win, but all of them went for the nuke upgrade. The nuke upgrade in practice works out being better than just swarm spam. But swarm spam does work pretty strongly. Like, that, you can use swarm spam. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's getting the nuke in does enough damage to just... It's usually worth its weight. Especially considering how RNG it's based. You could have a near infinite amount of anti-air on the other team, and then you can still make it across. High rank doesn't mean good team player. Most of the time, high rank means a poor team player. Most of the time, because these are 1v1 ranks, not team play ranks. Oh dear. This is not a planned build. This is him just going for the meme of it. There are ways of doing this like perfectly in a manner that's well defined and competitive. This is not how you do that, but it's still fun, and that makes me happy. Now, obviously, the benefit of swinging the core is that you have a massive amount of space in front of the core. It allows you to get additional weapons and additional defenses, and generally swinging the core means that you're practically invulnerable. You just have that much defense available to you. The downside of swinging the core is that you're now significantly behind. We're at 1 minute and 50 seconds. His first technology is not even complete yet. Other players already have weapons down. Like, that's about to be completed. This guy is already, what, a quarter of the way done with his next technology, with his factory. Yeah. That's the downside of swinging your core. Yes, you have this massive amount of defense available, but defending is not going to help you if you never have an opportunity to get weapons up, because you have 4 players shooting at you before you can ever have a chance to reply. Can't I subscribe on Twitch? Unfortunately, I am not a Twitch affiliate, so it is what it is. Like the pseudo wall for cover. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Anytime you swing your core, you have to have some form of defense in front of your core. Otherwise, you just get shot. Like most of the time, players will have something like a sniper, or a lot of these bases start out with minigunners. If you start swinging your core and these players still have their minigun,
everything is on fire.
Don't have that wall, you just die.
First,
this is how it is.
Livestream hype.
First live stream hype. Well, welcome, Cammy Kenny, Mr. 420. Bringing everything is on fire. Everything is not yet on fire, but we're about to have a nuke rush. He's going for the full greed. He's not trying to make sure that some damage is dealt. He's trying to hit with the double nuke and try to get the swift elimination. Usually this works best in terms of a surprise attack. However, it's not a surprise. As you can see, the other players on the other team have noticed, and they're already reacting accordingly. Additional wood being placed down. You can see that the space, the width, the girth of the defenses are increasing. This is because nukes deal splash damage based on where they impact. They impact at a location, they detonate immediately with no penetration, and then do splash damage all around. So if you increase the size of your wood spam, the thickness of your wood spam, then you can mitigate more of the damage. You can see this is what is happening here. And we'll get to see if these shots even land, because the other team, Team 2, the target team, already has anti-air available to them. And both nukes lands. Massive damage, actually not massive damage dealt at all. I mean, that's going to be a hefty amount of repair costs, but the thickness of the wood means it didn't touch the core, didn't touch any of the internals, didn't touch the turbines. Things are fine. And now the retaliation is happening in the form of a plasma beam laser. Are we gonna get the plasma beam shot right here? Do it. Oh, where'd your oh, he decided to instead use the laser as an anti-missile defense. But remember, guys, chain fire your nukes. The plasma beam disabled one of the nukes, and the second one is free to fire to be shot down by the massive walls of anti-air. That was a heavy hit up here. This is one of the downsides of using the French wood spam technique. It's very thick, very good against lasers, but that its density means that you have to spend that much extra on recovering, on repair costs when you get hit by something like a nuke. So Team 1 using AoE weapons instead of the precision laser weapons means that the French wood spam is going to be more vulnerable than it usually would against the meta laser weapons, for example. Yeah, that is a lot of wood, and it is expensive. Not as expensive as using metal for it, but it's still more expensive than the strategy used by most American players. I guarantee you, he was trying to aim this just a few pixels higher to try to hit this. If he hit his economy, that would have done it. Yeah, you can see they're trying to use the snipers, but there's too much AA coming out of too many different players here. We have, was it 5 machine gunners down here, another 4 here, the 6 up here. That's way too much machine gunners for the missiles to get through consistently. All right, can 42 scientists recover this? No, that's gonna deform. That's gonna be rough. Team 1 here needs flak or some kind of other superior suppression weapon. Because right now, Team 2's they have control over exposed weapons. Like Team 1 is unable to have any exposed weapons right now. Not even the snipers are exposed. But Team 2 has gone mostly for energy weapons, as you would expect, and Team 1, or as is common, and Team 1 is very well defended against that. Like, plasma lasers not getting through this. Plasma lasers definitely not getting through this multitude of energy shields here. See, observing a live game in replay. It's currently a live game. Oh, despite all that anti-air, the nuke still makes it across. I hear nuke sounds. Oh, one's gone drunk. And don't tell me they both make it. Okay. Drunk nuke doesn't make it. I was gonna say there's no way. There's so much anti-air. Yeah, the players are currently aiming for weapons and economies of the others rather than trying to just burn their way through the defenses, which is usually the correct answer. And I do believe is the correct answer here as well. So long as Oh, now that was trying to go for the kill shot, but that wood spam is way too thick. Sniper doing... He just keeps rebuilding it. Like, look at this. He's just sniping it, but there's so much anti-air. There's so many machine gunners that there's nothing that the sniper can do. He just keeps sniping, and the machine gunners are still there. He just keeps rebuilding them. Welcome to cheap gunners and having a strong economy. You see, when you have a strong economy, guys be like, how do you deal with nukes? How do you deal with a guy who's constantly sniping your stuff? Just have an economy and build machine gunners. What's he gonna do? Snipe them? You could just put them back. You could build, with having those 5 mines, he could build those faster than the sniper can get rid of them. Alright. That was a nice shot. Fire beam plasma laser combo. You guys have seen the strength of that. Penetrated straight through that wood spam. Ooh. Exactly who's what. I'm gonna let that one go, Abby's. Just because it's perfectly it's adequate, it's perfectly accurate, and what's the word I'm looking for? Reference to something that other members recognize. Oh, look how much damage. Look at the repair costs. Is there another nuke coming? Oh, there is. Neat. Do minigunners deal damage? When they aim at missiles, some of their bullets hit the other forts. The machine gunners do deal damage. They don't deal much damage. They have a damage they do very little damage, but they have a damage multiplier to biological targets like the weapons and such. So if they hit something like wood, it does some minuscule amount of damage that's not even worth repairing. But versus weapons, they can actually shut things down. They also obviously shut down things like warheads and missiles. Warhead is very good at genociding gunners? Yes, it is. This is a base that's not going to go down to lasers anytime ever. It would have to be hit. Literally, has to be hit by something that is not a laser in order to remove this base. It always seems the drunk nuke deals more damage. It's not true. It's just a bit more unstable. Exactly. The drunk nukes don't actually deal more damage, but they're more terrifying because they have the ability to hit from angles that are otherwise unable to be reached by normal conventional weapons. Like that one right there. That drunk nuke didn't do more damage than the standard nuke that hit the front, but it did hit the rear of the base and disconnect everything. Welcome the drunk. That is why drunk nukes are so terrifying. So here's the problem with moving your core. Because he moved his core, he was a bit further behind. He's just now getting a plasma laser. It is now 9 minutes into the game. Sorry. It is now 11 minutes into the game. This is the reverse timer. Yeah, he's still alive, but it's not saving him against the nukes. And there goes the plasma laser again. Honestly, he's tried building weapons before. They keep getting blown up because he didn't have any ability to defend himself, other than just having a lot of wood. And eventually, he's going to get obliterated by the nukes. Ooh. Ooh. I like this base. Looks so pretty. That's a hefty repair bill. You can do it. I say use a drug missile mod and make stuff fun. Well, you know what else is fun? Watching these players try to deal with a drunk nuke when it happens. Double nuke. Oh yeah, that'll cost him. It touched the rope. The rope is on fire. He needs to repair the rope. Rope is kind of important here. It's mostly holding up the entirety of his fort. Dark Wolf Gaming coming in with a request for more shenanigans, more Periscope shenanigans, but not at this moment, sir. We are doing a top 15 match with the top players in the world for forts, at least on the ladder. Lots of money into that wood spam? Yes, indeed. Double nuke. That is so much repair costs. But he can do it. He has decent economy. Oh, there he goes. Got him. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice it, but it was the laser, I assume. Fairly good assumption. Bloody-do. Oh, that's an EMP. It would be hilarious if he EMP'd the nuke. That can't happen. You can't EMP nukes. Ooh, flaming nuke. That's a good combo. Hey! Player eliminated. One laser straight to the base. Did he shut down his shields? 'Cause he had shield coverage. He must have shut the shields down. It must have gotten touched by the AOE of the nuke and then repaired it. And then while it was shut down from being repaired, the laser went all the way through. What happens when you EMP a nuke? It loses its targeting. As in, it no longer goes to where you told it to go, it just kind of spins in circles for the remainder of its life. Which leaves it kind of spinning in the same spot on the map for like a whole 60 seconds or so before it self-destructs. No. There's no way. There's only 5.5 minutes left in the match. There's no way you do that. It is technically possible to make it all the way across this gap and start building over here. He's on a timer for 2 reasons. The first of which is the base he's trying to connect to is on fire, and if it all burns down, he won't be able to build on new foundation nodes here. Additionally, there's only 5 minutes left in the match. Oh, the double nuke. Managing to connect. Not enough anti-air coming out of the target player here. The double nuke removes all the weapons. That's gonna seriously hamper the damage output of Team 2 here. Ooh. Trying to get the door snipe, doesn't quite make it, but leaves his base very much so on fire. Here. 2 more nukes. Looks like he's fixed the anti-air problem. Plenty of anti-air coming out of him now. Is he gonna try to race this? He has to be very careful doing this. This is a very flimsy bridge, very vulnerable, and if he can't make the, he still has to build up. Like there's no way he makes it all the way across this. This fire is going to, unless the fire managed to burn itself, it doesn't look like it's gonna burn itself out. I don't think he's gonna make it, guys. Oh, the incendiary nukes. Oh, one of them didn't make it. Okay. If they both made it, that probably would have eliminated the player. Say hi to your over 1,000 viewers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you guys. Oh ho ho ho! With the sweeping plasma beam, manages to go up and over the defenses of the bottom player here, eliminating most of his economy. And with the additional nukes landing, things are whittling down very quickly for Team 2 here. Oh, there's not going to be any nodes left. It's so close. Guys, he's so close to making it over. His tendril is almost there. Yeah. I wanted to see it so bad. It's not like there's anywhere he could go, but I wanted to see it so bad. Alas, it has burned down. One of the nukes makes it. Did that sniper get hit by a machine gun? The sniper got hit by the machine gunner. That's funny. Are there any nodes to connect to? No. It is now unachievable. Unfortunate. The greed is real. The standard rocket's making it across. I really like the usage of the fire beam to cover the flight path of the missiles and rockets. Ooh, both colliding, cutting deep into the defenses of, I assume this is 42 Scientist. Let's see, what is this? We have fire beam out of you. I think we need to see some additional weapons out of this player here. But he's going to need technology for that, and he's too busy trying to expand this way.
Warning, nuclear launch detected.
Oh, if he can get the economy of this player here, that will end it for sure. Oh, missing it by a few pixels as we have a nuclear launch coming in from Navagli. Thank you, Mr. Navagli, coming in with the support for the stream. And plenty of radiation for the players here as they get nuked once more. Alright, so that's going to disconnect from his defense up top. He's managed to build his fort in such a way that he can still connect to the mines despite not being connected to the top segment of his base. However, he's still in a rough position because he has to spend a lot of his economy just rebuilding. And if these players manage to focus down, it looks like they're starting to change to try to go for the kill shot, but they almost managed to get to his economy. If they had gotten to his economy, there would be no chance of him rebuilding, because he's building, his defenses are very expensive. That's a hefty amount. Look how long it takes these to repair. He's actually running out of metal. You can see here he does not have the ability to rebuild all of these thick defenses of his. Like, you can see the repair icons failing to complete. This means that he is on his last strokes here. He cannot rebuild. He just has to hope his opponents miss, which is not a good hope. When you're hoping your opponents have mercy on you, that's not a good way of winning a match. There's less than 60 seconds less than 60 seconds left in this match before it ends, and I think we all know which team is going to be winning here. At this point, it's just a matter of seeing these players are just fighting to try to survive the timer. Ooh, the energy shield. Oh dear. He really wants to cut off this little segment here, the MG wall. Hey, he's gotten a sniper again. Wonder how long that's gonna last. It only has 15 seconds left. Will those nukes even make it across in time? I think so. Repair bay. And it's on fire. Boom. GG! Team 1 with the victory. Very, very good match indeed. I am so excited for this. It is Ziggurat 4v4 coming up next. Let's do this. When time runs out, the team with the most reactor health wins. If they're tired, then the one with the most damage dealt wins. That is correct. The sniper killed the repair bay at the end. Could a repair station have done anything? No. Just lob a repair station at them, yes. Alright. We're almost ready to go here. Time's up. Let's do this. Top players are top memers. Oh, yes. That's why I'm so excited about this. Like, you guys would be like, oh, but what about all these random, like, Bronze League hero players? We could get their random replays in here, watch them collapse our base. But how else are you going to have players throwing repair bays at each other? Is this going to be the last battle? No. No, I do not believe so. What rank has Incursus? Honestly, I haven't played ranked in so long. I can't even give you an appropriate answer to that. We checked early in the stream, it was 16, but my rank has been decaying for so long that it's rough. I don't even advertise myself as a ranked player anymore. Ooh, failed core swing attempt. Alan, why are you like this? All right, we'll go ahead and restart this. It's cheating. Yeah, I know. We're not supposed to do that. But please, if you're good at core swing, don't mess it up. It ruins the fun for everyone. Alright, you ready? Let's go. Quick ticket with the 15 spot. Honestly, if I were to do a ranked match and lose, I would probably get placed back in the top 10 again. Just because of how the ranked system works. No, it's in a ranked 1v1 lobby. Yeah, because we're all here in this one match. All 10 of us. 9 of us. Why you not play ranked? I generally don't play ranked because it's very difficult to find a match. Like, I would legit have to spend, like, half an hour to find something to play. That's not an issue for the lower ranks, but at my MMR, there's a very finite number of players I can play against. I actually just did a pseudo counts. There's about 90 players across the entire world that I can actually play against. And the moment I lose a match and get placed in the top 10 again, that number is going to decrease by like half, down to maybe like 30 players. And there was a point where there were only about 9 players I could match with in the world. It's just not worth me spending literally hours in queue to find a match when I could do anything else with my life. If you're not within this, such a high MMR is not an issue because there's literally thousands of players to match with, but for me it's not an option. That's one of the reasons why all those top tier players like this are so happy to get together. It's the same lobby because we could actually play a lobby together with players that know what they're doing, and it feels so good to be able to use strategies yeah, it feels so good, guys. This makes me happy. You should grind the 2v2 ranked ladder. No one plays ranked 2v2. No one plays 2v2. Like, that's a whole different issue of no one actually plays 2v2. Well, matchmaking is bad.
Here, take my €5 pesos. And hello from Slovakia. I finally catch you live streaming, grinning face. Have a nice day and keep
Hello,
up the good
Alistair.
work. You're awesome.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for the support, man. I'm honestly, I like streaming at this time because that means that it's evening and late evening sometimes for European guys, and that means I can actually interact with my European viewership without it having to be all Americans every time. Matchmaking is bad in this game. It's actually not. Matchmaking is pretty good. The problem is that there's not. It's difficult. It's difficult to find players that I just don't curb stomp. Must bring back ranked matches. Wrong. It is 11:30 p.m. in Europe. Yes, I know, which is usually late evening. For the average human being, that is late evening.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
We have a nuclear launch timed in perfectly with the swarm missile launch, and as expected, the swarm missiles are launched and are met with anti-air, which are obviously being sniped by the other team.
Hello, having fun.
Welcome to Forts. Indeed, Kalijah, I am indeed having fun. It's so happy. It's like, look at this. Every time I say, hey guys, there are nukes coming, you should build anti-air, and then there's already anti-air on the field, and then like, you know what, how do you deal with anti-air? You snipe it, and they're already sniping it. I don't have to say anything. They're just doing things, and they're doing it right, and this makes me happy, and it's working. Look at all the anti-air coming out of this, and the chain fire. It's so beautiful, guys. I like today. Today is a good day. It has now been how many minutes? 4. You see, you guys wonder why I come across this timing. That laser fired at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. This is why I always say, make sure to have your defenses done by about the 4 minute 15 minute mark, because players like this will fire their lasers at you. Here comes the plasma beam. Here comes 42 scientists at 4 minutes and 40 seconds with a fire beam plasma laser combo. And if this player didn't have his defenses up, he'd lose everything. As is, he lost all of his weapons and energy production. Here we go. Here we go. This makes me happy, guys. Thank you so much, Mr. INP101. Coming in with the support. Convince me to get forwards. Well, you know, as long as you're having fun, man. Define average humans. You know what it is. Ooh, 20 mil. It's a weapon I didn't expect to see, but I suppose not too big of a surprise. 20 mil is specialized in dealing just mass egregious damage output. That's what they do. They work well in terms of suppressing a group. They work well versus the French wood spam kind of deal. But in order to use them alone, they just apply stress to your opponent's economy. That's generally how they work. When's the next StarCraft live stream? I'm actually thinking of doing StarCraft tonight, like at my normal stream time. Oh, that was close. Nuke got hit mid drunk right here and almost doubled right back down into his own base. That could have been lethal. Considering the batteries are right here, that could actually have blown up his own base. Oof. Well, there's no plasma laser there, that's for sure. Alright. Pro is always going for nukes. The nukes are one of the lesser consistent weapons in the game, but if you can pull them off, then they work very, very well. And as a player who's experienced in taking map control and suppressing opponents, it's very easy to make nukes pay off. Which is why a lot of the better players tend to go for it. But also, you know, there's always the tried and true fire beam plasma laser combo, which works exceedingly well. There's the fire beam laser combo, just slicing through all that thick amount of wood, going through it. Here comes more missiles. And the chain fire nukes. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, that timing? First you have the swarm missiles launched to attract all the AA and the chain fired nukes in perfect sync. And do they make it? Oh, so very close to making it across. Now here's one thing worth noting. The triple 20 mil is fun. Notice how the triple 20 mil hasn't actually eliminated anyone. It's done economic damage. It's prevented players from having exposed weapons up top. It's prevented players from, you know, expanding themselves. But it hasn't actually eliminated anyone. And that's kind of the drawback of the 20 mil. And here comes the plasma beam fire combo again. Look how deep it cuts. It's so good. Oh, that's a lot of DACA coming up. Oh dear. We're up to 5 20 mils. Now, 5 20 mils can absolutely eliminate a player. Just by virtue of grinding down every piece of wood he has on his base everywhere. Oh dear. Oof. How did that manage to hit his core? Oh. It just broke his top and did splash damage. Comes another wave of the 20s. If these 3 manage to hit, that could actually be enough damage to get all the way to his core. No, not enough. Wooden armor is very good. Wooden armor, very good. Very, very good. That'll do it. Oh boy. He's trying to get his energy shields up. He's having energy production issues, just by virtue of his base being deformed. But he's trying to get the energy shields up. Oof. Come on. Get the DACA going. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds so good. Still not enough to break through. Does he have enough economy to repair this? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's good to go for now. Like, you guys can see his base is slowly falling apart, but if only these were replaced with standard cannons. Oh! The flak with the double door snipe. Oh, never mind. It was a single door snipe. The second laser wasn't defended at all. You greedy boy! Alright. I think they're syncing up at once. Yeah, they're syncing up to try to fire it at once. Ooh. They actually broke his defenses there. Unfortunately, none of the 20 mils were able to make it through to actually destroy the internals. A couple more shots would have been lethal. But Team 1 has so much anti-air here. It'd be amazing if this nuke makes it across. I mean, they're trying, but... yeah, that's not even close. Not even close. Ooh. Oh, the internals are exposed again. Oh, the foundation is breaking. They just don't have... 5... This is the issue with 20s. 5 20s is not enough to break a base. You need so many more. So much more. That was not a $150 dono. I believe it was... what was it? Just under 5? I forget what the translation is. Wait, was it? What was that actually 150? No, that wasn't 150. I forget what the actual translation is, or conversion is. Double nuke making it across. Looks like Team 2 doesn't have an anti-air. They knew he had nukes. I'm curious as to why they got rid of their anti-air. I mean, if they don't have an anti-air, those nukes could really deal some serious devastation here. Now that this player's managed to expand to his teammate's old base and set up an economic platform there and start mining from there, he's able to get out enough production and things to get his weapons fully online. And those nukes need to start coming back. Looks like Team... You guys want a DACA? Here it is. This poor bait. Oh, was this gonna do it? Hey! Finally, after all this time, those 20s managed to wear him down. And that's it. Player eliminated. It took them all like 3 seconds to get the base recaptured. So where there was once a core, there was now just an expansion and a new mining base available. Is this gonna make it? Oh, I was so worried there for a second. But now the question is, how well can this base survive the 20s? The problem with this base is that it's defended with metal. And metal, okay. 20s rechanging targets. Ooh! All of the weapons have been shut down. That's going to significantly reduce the damage output of Team 2. And with that, Team 1 is going to be free to keep expanding. Suddenly, Team 1, instead of having to, repair his base, fix all of this mess, he can now invest into things like new technology, which is going to increase the damage output available to Team 1 and set Team 2 even further back. Now, one of the things I had just mentioned was the existence of metal on this player's base. 20 mils, as you guys know, work very well in dealing splash damage and just mass egregious economic repair build costs. Using metal to replace lost ground is expensive. And the only thing the 20s can do is, well, capitalize on that kind of price. So building metal is kind of necessary because they're cannons, but also a death wish. It's a very limited time. This player, despite having his own base and his allies' base as a mining platform, completely unable to rebuild his base right now. He's on a sillily small timer, short timer. And yeah, I think you guys can see that from here, just how much of his base has not been rebuilt already. At this point, he's relying on background bracing on his foundation layers to keep him afloat. And here comes another wave of Daka. Oh! His teammate coming in for the save, literally burning the shots out of the sky. The nukes just seem pointless right now. I mean, they're not pointless. They're not pointless because they apply pressure to the enemy. The opponent team here still has to spend resources on defending against the nukes, and the moment they don't spend enough resources defending against the nukes, something horrible happens, like one of them just instantly loses, or one of them instantly loses all of their economy or all of their weapons. So the nukes are an important part of applying pressure and forcing the enemy into extra expenditures that they could otherwise be, utilizing to repair this entire base or fix this mess. If this player has to force to defend himself to build nukes and not defend him, or to defend himself against nukes and not against the cannons, then the cannons just eliminate him. But yes, you guys are seeing all of these players are fully capable of defending against nukes under just about every situation, including situations where they are entirely outclassed with no weapons and no anti-air available to them. They're still capable of defending against nukes. That does not mean the nukes are useless. Yeah. This player just lost all of his mining in his base. That's bad. Like here. All of these players, lacking things, still managed to be able to take care of the nukes that launched out of here. La-dee-dum. Awesome laser defense. Yeah, he's literally, you can see he's literally just keeping this guy behind his door. He's not even opening it. This exists for the purpose of trying to shoot down all the Daka that's coming toward him. But this is not enough. He just doesn't have the economy to survive that kind of damage output. That's another player eliminated. And now we're gonna get to see these 20 mils rain from above on the next player. Poor Sam here is gonna get obliterated by multiple 20s, and you can see they're starting to transition into actual cannons. He has one here. He's going to be building another one there shortly, I assume. And that's going to be his next goal. Now that the 20s have managed to take out one of the lasers here, there's less damage output. A new cannon will be placed here. The 20s will begin their endless barrage. For 320 millimeters, not even getting through 2 doors. Welcome to 20s. A damaged door managed to survive hits from double 20s, but with a cannon just misses. Oh dear. How am I today? I am super excited. I am super excited, super happy, and today is a great day. Firebeam that's probably why this space is not taken, actually. Firebeam's been sitting there dealing with it. In the 20s. Ooh, laser barely survives, but everything on top of it is shredded asunder. Drunk nukes doing drunk nuke things. Trying to use the fire beam to defend the drunk nuke, but I think there's still too much anti-air. Indeed there is. The nuke gets obliterated anyways. Oh, he's trying to use that fire beam to... I don't think he notices. He didn't notice the fire still spreading. He didn't get all the fire. That cannon's gonna go up in flames. That's one cannon eliminated just on the negligence of a fire beam. Oh, incendiary nuke. Oh, look at that splash damage. The radius increase is gonna do it, and that'll be the end of the next player. There's only one player left who had access to most of the map, so if he claims this, he can gain control of pretty much everything, including, more importantly, access to this hanging platform, which provides a buffer for anti-air, which will defend against the nukes, which are clearly very important right now. 20s don't disconnect that, so that's still going to maintain its position for now. Oh dear, but the 20s are relentless. Oh, yep, there they go. And there goes the connection. His expansions have been disconnected. With 1 minute and 15 left in the match, this poor player is in a very... Is this 42 Scientist again? I think this is 42 Scientist again, isn't it? It is 42 Scientist again. I can tell by the way he builds his base. Look at this. Redesigning for additional weaponry. He's gonna have to fire those pretty much immediately, considering the timer. 42 Scientist being disconnected from his mines. No more economy for him, and it's gonna be in a real rough way. His defense is very thick, meaning it's going to be very expensive with hefty repair bills. He actually does not have the economy to repair the damage that has been dealt to him. He cannot stop the damage right now. He cannot repair it. It is over. I'd be surprised. If there's only 30 seconds left in the match, I'd be surprised if he makes it that long. Ooh. GG. We may now change teams. Yeah, I remember they were doing a whole team shuffle planned. Let's go. Sam, come back. 'Cause we need you. La-dee-dum. You see a spot? Sam, come back. 'Cause we need you. Wonder why I disconnected. Fix Nightbot, please. Is Nightbot broken again? Nightbot, why are you like this? Is it on YouTube? Yeah, YouTube Nightbot. Let's go. Give it about 20 seconds, Abby's, and then it should be try using it again. Play is spoiled. Steam free to play. I could look into it. What's the password? Magic. All right, looks like we're just finishing up the team shuffle here, and then we'll be good to go. Yes, no rain plays. You know, you guys can disable rain on your own clients, so you don't have to have the FPS drop. Do it for next time. All right, time's up. Let's do this. He reads YouTube Live or Twitch Live. Not sure. I'll let you figure that out. All right, here we go. Things are already off to the starts, and everyone already has their technology down. You guys are... Maybe I'm out of it. I usually don't go... Well, I guess it's because I don't play standard 1v1s that much anymore. Here comes the core swing. Very powerful. That was actually a really rough play. If you don't connect to this, you can have some serious stress attaching here. Alright, a nice and quick core swing, but you guys will notice it is now 40 seconds into the match. He does not have his technology down, does not have his turbine completed, and everyone else already has their turbine completed with their technology down. That's how far behind this puts you. It's like a solid 50 seconds behind most of the time, and it could be very, very dangerous doing this. Yes, it does mean you have all this extra space. Yes, it does mean you can defend and take hits much, much harder. But if you're unable to help the team, it is now effectively a 3 versus 4, and you gotta be careful with that. Obviously, this can be part of the plan. It can be very extraordinarily effective, but you have to keep in mind what it does. These players know all of these things, so I'm curious as to how well they manage to use it. Obviously, he's going to be going for an economic build, focusing on later gameplay, because that's kind of how it is. It is now 1 minute and 30 seconds into the match. This player is a quarter way done with his laser technology. In fact, most of the players are. Just about everyone is, actually, quarter way done with their laser technology. Is there a Daypod in the chat? That would be funny, actually. So that was purposeful, but I don't know why. I think that was purposeful. Well, at least his first technology is mostly completed. Even if everyone else already has their weapons born. La-dee-dum. Lamo, he's trolling. It honestly, it isn't a troll. You just have to keep in mind the downsides of it, and if you don't properly deal with them, then you're gonna be not as useful to the team as you expect. I assume he knows how to deal with the side effects and such, and at this point it looks like he's transitioning. I know why he did that. So he built up, and the way he built up wasn't big enough for the flak defenses. He's gonna turn himself into a anti-missile system. Just dedicate himself entirely to being anti-missile. He knows he's not going to be able to field heavy weapons in time to be useful, but he can field flak in time to be useful. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to make sure that any missiles coming out of the opponents are going to be mitigated. He's going to be that guy that gets rid of the anti-air and does map suppression to help out. And in doing so, it permits him the time to move his core without sacrificing himself. La-dee-dum. Abby's, go ahead and try Nightbot again. Here, let me try it. There we go. Oh! Yep, player eliminated. Welcome to the Fire Beam Plasma Laser combo. Make sure to keep that base nice and thick. Did left not make any anti-air? They did. It's safe right now. They're not doing anything special with it. Nightbot, why? Let me check on Nightbot again. Dashboard. Oh, yeah. Nightbot seems a bit glitchy, actually. Let's go ahead and refresh this. We're on the right channel. Join. I think Nightbot's just having a rough day right now. think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on my end that's doing it. It's just Nightbot is not properly responding. It's not even properly reporting right now. That's unfortunate. Today is just a messy day for technology. And for once, it's nothing I can do about it. If I try turning it on and off, I've done that a few times over the course of the stream. Yeah, that's fine, Abby. Just don't stress yourself about it. It is what it is. Why is... Oh! Oh! Oh, poor 42 scientist. Nope, that was Nox. Poor Nox. Death by nuke. Death by your own nuke. Oh, all the way through. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, that had to hurt. It went right through the door and just sniped his base. Sniped his core. He had all that space to defend, and he... Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Hey, you know, at least his technology is available to be reclaimed. Never mind. It exploded. His base is available to be claimed by his teammate. Uh-oh. Oh, that's gonna explode? Oh, the foundation. Team 2 is looking mighty rough right now, boys. Very, very rough. Team 1 has multiple lasers. Team 2 is not in a position to defend against them. Oh, dear. This is gonna keep going one way, guys. Laser hitting the foundation. Oh, unless there's a perfect energy shield reflection. Can he capitalize? Nope. He's trying to get his fire beam back online so he could try to get the fire beam plasma combo going. Looks like they've managed to switch on over to energy shield usage. This player up top here, which is, I believe it to be, where is team 2 1? Nope. I actually don't know who that is. Oh dear. All the way through the doors. Oh, that's bad. No more weapons out of team 1 or team 2. Team 1 is now free to do anything they wish. There we go. Yeah, this is how it ends always. Team 1 free to do anything they wish. They could expand as they see fit with no consequences, no ability to be retaliated against. There's no penalty to doing anything they desire, and what they desire is applying more pain to Team 2 here. This player is about to have a really rough day. Team 2 should use diplomacy now. Here come the nukes. Nukes have been reclaimed. Alrighty, have a good one, Anderson. Oh! Not enough thickness on that wood. The AoE of the nuke was within the splash radius, or the core was in the splash radius of the nuke, and down it goes. Player eliminated. Boom! GG. This is why nukes are good, boys. Now, I do want to check on Bowser's selling of things real quick. Is this purposeful? I just want to know. Oh. Oh, no, that wasn't purposeful. Okay. That's real bad. That's a mistake. Dueling Vipers. Welcome back to the long range. We're going to see a lot of mess here. This might be a long one, actually. Yeah, Nightbot is really taking a break today. Nightbot is dead. Is Nightbot alive on Twitch? Nightbot's almost always live on Twitch. Yeah, Nightbot's live on Twitch. It's just the YouTube one. YouTube's having a terrible day today. Alright, let's go. What are the rules for this tournament? This is not a tournament. In fact, this is just a casual bunch of matches. Because you know, a lot of the players in the top 10 region have a very difficult time getting good matches. Most of the time you have to deal with things like co-op and teammates that collapse their own base, or just never being able to find a match because there's only 10 people in the world which you can match with because your MMR is so high. So you know what? We wanted to all get together and have a good time. And I'm here to showcase that all and watch it all because I like watching it. It's so good, guys. So we have the toppest players in the world all in one match. And you guys get to see the greatest of matches because of it. Like, legit, this stuff is better than most of the tournaments. Don't forget to cross-brace. There's a time to cross-brace and there's a time to not cross-brace. There are actually benefits to not cross-bracing. And a lot of the times, cross-bracing is not necessary. It's necessary in pretty much every match I do in co-op because failure to cross-brace means that someone is going to not pay attention to their base and then collapse themselves. But it's not strictly necessary at all points in time. Double dooring is necessary, and you'll see that some of these guys have had like 6 doors in front of their weapons. But even then, double dooring has the downside of costing money, and a lot of these players, as you've seen, will just not build anything on their weapon and just risk it for the biscuit. We have a much better timed core swing here, where his factory is still able to be placed and a quarter way done at 145, and is actually ahead of that player. And approximately, well, still a quarter, yeah, still somewhat behind the other players, but he does have a core swing successfully, which is good. Can you give me a link to the Nightbot's commands list? You know, the commands? Yes. Let me just get that from Twitch real quick. Commands. There you go. Ah, hello, King. Welcome to the chat. Let's do more matches like this, having top players together. It's way more entertaining than seeing people stop at noobs or going for memes. I would absolutely love to do this, and I am not again. And if you guys are willing, I am more than happy to do like money matches over this kind of thing too. Like, if you guys want to donate, be like, hey guys, if you want to donate for more money matches, we can absolutely find a way of getting this split out to the individual players. But we'll save that for another time, because that could absolutely serve as motivation to get some better matches here. Do you stream this on Twitch as well? Yes, indeed. You should play? Oh, we will play later. Like Tuesday night fight nights with that Winter does? Very similar. Same kind of idea. Yes, who's? Reboot Nightbot. I've already rebooted Nightbot. It didn't help. I think it's just because YouTube... Because right now, the YouTube primary server is completely kaput. Can't connect to it. It's why the stream was so late and having issues. And the secondary server is so swamped that I'm on the tertiary server. So it's YouTube is having a real bad time right now. I'm just glad YouTube's working at all. I was legitimately planning to... You monster. I was legitimately planning on just disabling YouTube entirely and just doing nothing but Twitch today. Where do I have the most viewers now? YouTube or Twitch? Always on YouTube. Like, Twitch is generally about a tenth of the YouTube viewership. Like, on average over everything, about a tenth. Like, it's not even close. I do Twitch. Honestly, the only reason I do Twitch is because a lot of you guys in the community prefer to watch on Twitch, and it's of no consequence to me to stream to both. Y'all going to the mass fire beam strats. Y'all know what you doing, you monsters. All that thick wood spam not doing anything for you. Oh, and he got the battery behind. That's going to do some serious damage to the core. The core just barely survived that, guys. That was actually disgustingly dangerous. Was he not paying attention for a moment? Oh, no. His base is collapsing. Oh! Player eliminated to serial fire beam. That's something you don't see every day. Uh-oh. That's a lot of fire in one place. Those should survive, actually. He has to serial fire beam them rather than parallel fire beam. Oh, never mind. They must have been damaged. Okay, well, one survives. So many fire beams across everywhere. There's legitimately 0 plasma beams on the field right now. It's nothing but fire beams. And all this thick wood spam not doing anything to stop you. To stop it. He's trying to fix the deformation. Here come the tier 3 memes. I don't know why you would go for tier 3 on this map. There's only 2 bases that can never be affected by it. And they're both in the same location. They're both in the same vertical location. That shot was way too far. That shot is also going to be way, way too far. Oh, my pleasure, Mr. Spezman. 333. There we go. Is that a serial firebeam hit? I think that is. Is that going to be a detonation? Uh-oh. That's looking bad. Nope. Barely survives. Nope. Doesn't survive. I like how the fire beams just like leave holes in the bases. Here's another set of tier 3s. You got tier 3s coming out of here too. He definitely needs energy shield on those. That base is not going to live long if he doesn't do that. Like, I get it, he doesn't have enough turbines to support energy shields and firing his weapons, but if he doesn't get the energy shield down now, he's done for. Oh, plasma beam. I saw a plasma beam. Which one of you built it? You! Haha! Finally building a weapon that can actually penetrate things. Oh, nope, that's unfortunate. That one might be a good shot, actually. That one looks to be a good shot as well. They have mass tier 3. I don't know why they chose this map to do it. Alright, this guy is a little short. And this guy is right about on point. A little long, sorry. Oh, yep. Not enough energy shields. Cannon destroyed. Firebeam burning the tier 3s out of the sky. That's not something you see very often. Do I know about better TTV? I am aware of its existence, yes. Abby's, I see what you're doing. Thank you so much. You don't have to be Nightbot, Abby's. Oh, no! Please tell me. Please tell me that was a tier 3 that did that. Please tell me that was a tier 3 that did that. There's no way. That had to have been the laser. That had to have been the laser. There's no way. Oh my. Okay. Alright. Alright. That's impressive. Being Tyrabot is fun. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. So what's happened here is this player is building entirely against fire beams. Plasma laser just kind of eats this entirely, just penetrates it, and just blows up the core. Yeah, fire beams will not penetrate that ever. Oh dear. Oh well, there goes the plasma laser, and I would say they're one hope of getting elimination, but the tier 3s have already been there. Been there, done that. Tier 3, this player has sufficiently defended against tier 3s. I guess technically there's a few pixels where the tier 3 can... yeah, that happened. Death by firebeam. I like watching the tier 3 shots getting burned out of the sky. Not even close, baby! So many firebeam. That's it. That's ignite. Almost got the door snipe. More tier 3s have been launched. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That could be some damage. Oh! Triple firebeam elimination with one tier 3. So I didn't expect that. I didn't even notice that was an issue. There was only one metal there, which is not enough to stop a cannon. What I was thinking was it was going to hit right here, break this, break through this, and keep passing all the way through and go like all the way down into here. But you know, breaking this tiny piece and blowing away 3 fire beams, that's pretty destructive too. I cannot wait to watch that in the replay. Yeah, because the rest of this is sufficiently defended. That's going to be some destroyed turbines. Is that going to collapse? I don't think so. It looks like there wasn't enough damage to cause it to collapse. Alright, we're good. Miracle shots twice this match. I mean, that's what the tier 3 specialize in. They specialize in landing shots that should never work. But eventually, over the course of 10 minutes of constant firing, they eventually land one shot, and it just happens to do something disgusting. Like, that didn't even do it. That blew up a single... Despite managing to pass between this node and this node from a vertical trajectory, go all the way through, miss all this, it blew up a single sandbag. The top damage is more because of velocity? No, it does the same amount of damage. Velocity doesn't change the damage delta of projectiles in this game. But, it seems to do more damage because the bases aren't defended against top-down attacks. Like, here we have... what is it? Like, here we have 2 doors, which would stop a cannon shell. Here we have a piece of wood. That a lot of these players are just betting on never being hit by a tier 3, which, for the most part, is effective. Yeah, I think this player has finally given up on the tier 3s. Is not doing enough damage. He needs to actually end the game at some point. Triple fire beam. Igniting all the things. I should set up my camera location hotkeys. So I can... There we go. So I can zoom out. La-dee-dum. Is there an efficient way to destroy background bracing? It depends on the scenario. Background bracing can be destroyed by AoE weapons, like cannons and rockets, assuming that the rockets detonate within range of the background bracing. Additionally, plasma lasers slice through background bracing similar to how it slices through foreground bracing. Just cuts it all off. So plasma lasers are generally your best option. But things like rockets and such work as well, assuming you can find a way of detonating the rocket or causing the splash damage to occur on top of the background bracing. Such as if it's against a wall or something. The wood spam on the core springer. Yeah, I mean, he's got a. This is the benefit of core swinging your core. You can do this, which is just nigh impenetrable, and this is probably why he switched over to nukes, because he knows that the only way he's going to be able to actually break this is via. Oh, it expired right at the last possible second. But the only way you're going to be able to break this is with nukes. Like, there's no other. Cannons aren't even going to be able to break that. Like, you can hit it. Yeah, it's going to cost a repair bill to repair all that. It's not going to be enough. Self-nuked. Yeah, welcome to nukes. He has to build an adjustment platform. So, nukes, the way they work is they will fly up to the highest point of your base, at this point right here, and then they'll go straight to their designated target. Previously, the highest point of his base was this turbine, and it tried to fly above the turbine and then failed to fly above the turbine. So remember when I said nigh impenetrable? I did genuinely mean nigh impenetrable. It doesn't mean you can't go around the bracing or underneath the bracing with a laser shot, because this core was directly exposed to this laser right down here. Like, it had clear line of sight and just about wiped out the base here. Or just about wiped out the core. Oh dear. Well, those will expire long before they make it across, yeah. All projectiles, including warheads, when ignited by a fire beam, will expire after a certain number of seconds. Depending on the projectile, may expire. It may take longer or shorter to expire. You'll notice that, like, machine gunner bullets expire instantly, whereas warheads tend to last for like 4 seconds or so. And so warheads have plenty of time to make it almost, if not entirely, across the map after being ignited. But usually not if they're ignited right as they come out of it. So remember when I said drunk nukes seem to do more damage? Welcome to drunk nukes, boys. I don't think there was another spot on that base it could have hit. Like if it hit anywhere else, if there was anywhere else on that base that nuke hit, it just would not have gone, would not have exploded or taken out the entire base. So I've bound my camera location hotkeys now, so I can actually see what's going on quicker without having to zoom in and out. But now it's gonna have the scenario where I'm gonna go into like full gameplay mode, and I'm gonna like be spamming around my camera location hotkeys super quick, and I don't want to like get you guys dizzy or disoriented. So I should just not use the camera location hotkeys, as easy it is for me to give more information. It's having more information is not necessary. It doesn't necessarily look the best. Now tier 3 is actually ineffective, yes. And in fact, he has sold them off, or at least he's in the process of selling off the last one, and replacing with, oh, he's doing a full redesign for weapon systems. Okay. Nuke. Go epic gamer mode. I mean, I'm not actually playing. I don't need to be teleporting around all over the place. And here's the fire beam combo. Oh, he's going for his economy, you dirty boy. It's actually probably for the best. Yeah, they're aiming for his economy now. They're saying, you know, you have this much defense, we're not going to be able to break through that massive, thick chunk of wood. So they're just going to get rid of all of his mines. And then once his mines are gone, they could just ignite this and watch it burn to the ground. Demand replay of that death? Oh, absolutely. I'm going to look at both of them. That core swinger is going to be quite starved? Yes, indeed. And he has no weapons. So he has no way of coming back from this. At this point, it is just a matter of time. Or he could try to build a weapon like right here and hope that they don't shoot at it ever, which is not a good assumption. Welcome to nukes. Sometimes they're just horribly ineffective. They're trying so... Oh, jeez. It is actually possible to, if you break this, it may cause the rest of this base to just rip off. But I doubt it. I think he's got enough to hang on. Maybe. Maybe he connected this. Like, at this point, it's a matter of how long it takes them to actually hit it. Oh, that looked good. Oh! Just a few pixels too low, guys. Do I want Muffin? I actually have... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that'll do it. Down to 1 mine economy. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Am I French? I am not. Hey, he got a second mine back. Oh, nuke misses. Second nuke hits. So now they're just going to aim for the center of his mass, because his mass is very expensive. Ooh. Yep, well, the cannon didn't hit center mass, but the nukes did. And is he able to repair yet? Still repair? I think he's still able to repair right now. He hasn't quite run out of materials, but it's getting pretty close. Yeah, he still has enough economy saved up. But yeah, he's selling off his storages because he won't be needing those anymore. Ooh, yep. Oh, yep, there it goes. Bye! Yeah, economic defeat. They're gonna make him swing. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was brutal. Yep, there it goes. GG. Alright. I didn't get to see the replay. No! Why? T3 is so OP. I didn't get to see the replay. No, it didn't. Didn't give me the option. It's fine. Props to the guy for holding out so long. Indeed. I mean, when you have that thick slab of wood in front of you, it takes a lot to break through it. Is my forts glitched out entirely? I appear to be glitched. You know what? Let's just try for it anyways. For Longfall 4v4, which I believe is a user-made map. Longfall 4v4. Alright, let's go. Seems like turtling is not a viable teamfight strategy, is never a viable strategy. Alright. Ready up, let's go. Alright, give them a moment to ready up. I'll just go ahead and catch up on chat. As a reminder, around 7:40ish was that time the base got destroyed by the tier 3. I know, I wish I could see that. We could go back afterwards and look at the replay for that. But for right now, it appears my game is kind of glitched out. In fact, I still have the drag mouse, which is concerning and may cause some issues later. But we'll see how it works out. Alright, let's do this. Imagine a wall like that of adamantium. Well, that would require a mod, and a mod that nobody likes. Alright, I'm gonna set camera location hotkey. I'm gonna try not using it, because it kind of teleports people around and it's confusing. Have I played Supreme Commander? I have not. I'm aware of its existence. Acquiring enough eco for full adamantium brick would be like an hour worth of gameplay. That too. We see some modded match. Very unlikely. Most of the time, modded matches aren't nearly as entertaining as a lot of viewers think they are. And oh, that's not how you swing the core. Please don't. You brave, silly boy. You almost just dropped your core into the oblivion. Okay. Alright, as I was saying, most modded matches are not... Oh, you copied your friend, and it almost cost you two. Like, you guys don't understand. This is like a few degrees of rotation off of losing your entire fort. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. One of you guys are not gonna get lucky. Screams in horror. Okay. Okay, things are fine. What was I saying? Oh yes, I was saying modded matches are usually not as entertaining as most people think they are. And that is because when you play it with players like this, that understand... There's already missiles about to be launched and these poor players don't even have defenses on their cores yet. They're not nearly as enjoyable as most people would want them to be, and that's because players like these are experienced in dealing with a lot of the tools available to you, especially in vanilla. You guys know this. Every time we play something like Battleships, whenever one of us wants to get tryhard and actually end the game, we'll just bring out all the vanilla weapons and wipe the field. That's because we're experienced with how to actually deal damage efficiently. Modded weapons are cool, they're gimmicky, they're often overpowered, and just unbalanced, and if you can abuse those unbalances, or if you're familiar with how to abuse those unbalances, which you're generally familiar with if you're a player of this kind of caliber, and these players are, then the modded matches either are super cheesy and end in ways that are not at all enjoyable to both the player and the viewer, or
Everything
are
is on
entirely
fire.
irrelevant, and everything is always on fire, at least about to be on fire, because the missiles are launched.
Attack from those core swings.
Yeah, triple heart attacks, you better put it. Triple bypass. You guys, I gotta teach these guys how to course run. Teach these guys how to maim. Can you post links? YouTube does not like links of any kind. You're welcome to post, I believe you could try. We can have a moderator just permit it. However, this is directly to Who's What. However, YouTube tends to strip any links that go to Twitch, like clips and such, and will not permit them to work, even if it doesn't ban you for it. It kind of like this shadow ban thing where it's like, oh no, I'm sorry, this link doesn't work. Nightbot is currently active on Twitch, so it prevents that kind of the own kind of links. Let's see. We can have, if you ask a moderator on Twitch, then you can get permission to
I'm coming over tonight
send links
with
for a few
dinner to
seconds,
check
and
out
then you can send the link.
EBC.
Coming over tonight with dinner to check out. Hello, Incursus Senior. How are you doing? We're having a very happy time tonight. Are you actually coming over? Check out DBC. What is DBC? I don't know what DBC is. Do you plan on covering the remake of CNC series when it releases? Probably. I did like the Command & Conquer series. It's one of my favorites. I actually have a Command & Conquer mobile game on my phone, which is quite enjoyable. Not that I played it much recently. What about BFC would be fun and competitive? BFC would see pretty much zero use in competitive matches. You guys have seen most of the times. It keeps bugging out and creating the clip. That's just, it'll happen. Welcome to the internet. You guys will see a lot of times when we do these kind of 4v4 matches with BFC enabled. You see zero use. The players that, because it takes like 15 minutes to field, and the matches they just don't last that long. Death by computer. Well, I'm going to be live for a while. I don't think I could have someone over. Are you free tomorrow? Could have you come over tomorrow to check out Death by Computer. That would be interesting. We could do dinner tomorrow. Just grab the brothers. That'd be fun, actually. Yeah, that's the stuff. I could probably do that voice if I tried a few times. Do I live in US? Indeed I do. Double nuke all the way across the sky. There's no extra thick bracing here this time, so it won't cost the extra expenditures, but unfortunately there's a lot of nukes, and he's been hit a few times, so he's kind of relying on his teammates. And his teammates have protected their machine guns with doors, which has the side effect of making them not useful. As you notice, they didn't actually shoot. I'll post the clip in Discord with the replay. What I wanted to do, and one of the main benefits of using the replay, is that I can actually slow it down and like pause it, which is something you won't be able to see on stream. Yep, not nearly enough available anti-air to help the team out here. And this is one of the problems of using doors. Like, it'll save them from the snipers, it'll save them from the anti-air, but it also means that they're practically useless in this scenario to defending the teammate. Rip that core. Okay, tomorrow, what do you want for dinner? We could go out. There's actually I took Mom out to a place last time she was up here. I did want to show you, too. Oh, Ripcore. Player eliminated. Who was that? That was Bowser, no! We have some support coming in from Click Clock 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Click Clock, coming in with the double single support. There we go. Just in time for the nuke. And the player to be eliminated. GG. Check forwards for the clip? Yes, I could do that. It'll just be a clip of what I saw on stream. What it won't do is show the slow motion replay, which is what I really want to show you guys, but I could show it on stream real quick. Get a quick recap of that one. Thank you so much, Who's What? So much anti-air. And so much dodging! Look at this! Look at... Ah, jeez. Freaking drunk nukes every time. Every time. Oh dear, oh dear. Ooh, it still makes it a... Even behind the door gets sniped. You guys are wondering, why don't they have players that just dedicate snipe anti-air? They do. Every game they have. Everything is on fire, coming in with the free $1 chats from YouTube Premium. I actually did not know there was the free super chats from YouTube Premium. That's a great thing, actually. We should advertise YouTube Premium.
Free $1 chats from YouTube Premium.
I think they're going like the full Twitch Prime route, except it's YouTube Premium. Come over early to play golf? Oh, I haven't gotten the golf pass yet. I also kind of need to work, because I don't have a video lined up. Come get your muffins, only 25 cents. I have 2 sitting in the refrigerator. I haven't eaten them. They've been in there for a few days now, actually. Oh, Michael Koner coming in with the double single support. Anti-air is cooperating with missiles to defeat the other anti-air. Yeah, that works. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. Uh-oh, this is going to be a genocide of machine gunners. That's a lot of dead gunners. Ooh, boy. You're going to have one shot, one opportunity before the sniper finds you, Mr. Laser Boy. Go for it. Do it. Oh, do it. Oh, he's not recovered yet. He's still repairing. I think the laser... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yep, that's a problem. It got nuked. It got nuked really, really hard. That nuker's crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. It's pronounced corner. Alright, I shall pronounce it corner. That's a name I've seen a fair few times. I can remember that. La-di-dum. There we go. Duke makes it across despite a wall of fire. I think he's switched over to not using doors anymore. He just wants to make sure those nukes don't make it across, which is working out for him. La-di-dum. He's selling nothing. Is there no muffin emoji? Not at the moment. Why isn't this on the normal Saturday time but the Wednesday time? Because a lot of these players are European, which means that they would prefer not to be awake at 3 in the morning. What? Okay. Welcome to nukes, boys. We're just waiting for the lasers to come back. Oh. Chain reaction. The anti-air actually missing the missiles and obliterating the rocket launchers here. I'm just waiting for the lasers to be fielded again so they can actually start cutting through all this wood. Hey, that other guy coming in with the support. Thank you so much. And Robert Brower. It's a lot of fun to watch you. As long as you enjoy, man, I am glad to be here for you. There we go. More rockets. And the nukes. Ooh, oh, we're drunk. Is it going to do something special? Nope, it's going to do normal nuke things for once. Just about 8 minutes remaining. This player's base has been deformed to such a massive degree. Oh! Well, remember when I said the laser was going to come out and slice the bases off? It did. It got rid of that massive block of wood that was once defending, and now the nukes are coming in. And spreading the damage, kind of targeting the economy. Oh, that's bad, actually. There's already a lot of damage here. That might break a couple key pieces of wood. They gotta be placed out in time. The flak... Oh, this base is so very close to being eliminated. And there it is. Kaboom. What's Team's 2 counter to the rocket plus flak pressure? At this point, it's very difficult. You have to stay on top of the AA. Like, as much as this is expensive, you have to stay on top of it. You can't ever stop. You have to get snipers out. You have to hit... This guy is exposed. You shouldn't let that happen. You have to stop this from happening. You have to deal with their anti-air. You have to get anti-air of your own. You have to regain map control. Alternatively, you could do a kind of sneaky tech rush, get out a laser, and deal critical damage to them and force them onto the defensive. We have nuclear launch detected coming in from JR Spike 23. I will pay to see if Incursus can get this lot to play battleships in co-op. Bonus if they use Tanya's mod. That sounds like successful motivation to see if they can get these guys to play co-op.
I will pay to see if Incursus can get this lot to play battleships in co-op. Bonus if they use Tanya mod.
Oh dear. I will say this lot does not like co-op, and this lot does not tend to like Tanya's mod. But we can ask. Alright, you have a good one, already 714. Oh, that's a lot of chain fire. missiles. That's quad nukes, boys. Want to see damage? So where there was once a nice thick block of wood, there is now a dangling tether. Oh, yep, there it goes. I think we have our next player to be eliminated. Oh, he's trying to move his core. His core is exposed. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna collide and break. Nope. Rip. Have you guys ever seen a core die over here before? I don't think you guys have ever seen a core over there before. It's quite rare. What did I do as a software developer? As a software developer, I worked on... I was actually both front end and back end, just kind of like a full stack developer, which is painful at times. I did mostly UI work in JavaScript and C#. Oh, he's got the triple rocket. That will outdo his economy, you know, or outdo this player's economy, albeit not as much as getting hit by 6 nukes. Because that's what's going to be coming at him in a moment. Yeah. Ew, JavaScript. Trust me, I know. Player eliminated, and that's the game. GG. Core swinging competition. How do you guys feel about doing a battleships co-op match for the final match when we get to that point?
Everything is on fire!
ROFLMAO at that core swing.
Kalijah coming in with the everything is on fire. Yes, looks like they seem to like the idea of the battleships. So one more vanilla, then battleships. Let's go. I don't see any no's. I don't see yeses from everyone, but I don't see any no's. Looks good. Everyone's rated up. Let's do this. What type of engineer am I? A software developer. I'm a web developer currently doing some work while watching this stream. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, kind of. I was never that big into web development. I was more of a systems, more into systems. As fun as web is, and as experienced as I am, obviously I do a lot of graphics and such. It's not really my thing. One thing I've always liked doing is setting up a... Honestly, this is probably why channel is related to Code Bullet so strongly, is I actually like doing a lot of things similar to Code Bullet does with the whole video game interactions and writing scripts for games and such. I haven't done anything of sort for forts. That's gonna drop the core. There was a 50% roll that was gonna drop the core. It didn't drop the core, but it tried to. So, let me explain the mechanics here, is why I'm having cardiac, or going into like heart palpitations here. Whenever a joint rotates beyond its initial placement, let's say you have this triangle here, and you take this node and just drag it sideways. As it drags sideways, it applies stress to the braces, and you know, they get turned blue and red and such. But more importantly, or at least more importantly for swinging the core, it also applies stress to the nodes, to the joints. And as the joint is rotated around past a certain degree, then it will actually snap the joints and come apart and disconnect the two struts. As you guys noticed, the strut actually disconnected from the rope, from the node that was connected to the rope, meaning that it actually crossed the point where it disconnected the joints. And when that happens, the rope will stick to one of the nodes but not the other. There's a 50% chance, like rolling the dice, that it connected to the node that was attached, that the rope would stay connected to the node that was attached over here instead of the node that was attached to the core, meaning that the core would only have one rope attached to it, and then that rope would have been ripped off. So there was literally a 50-50 chance rolling the dice of having that core drop at that position. Ooh. That's exciting. You love cold build-up? His video on the AI learning to run from the Doom Laser was great. I liked the faces he put on them. Web is hard without the Chrome versus IE versus Safari compatibility. Oh yeah. Anything that requires Internet Explorer compatibility is such a pain. It's such a pain. So then don't swing the core. I mean, you can swing the core, but most of the time it's not a good strategy. At least as in the Forts Discord, we did a lot of experimenting with it. We haven't found a strategy to make it work in a 1v1 scenario against another player. To put it in a way that a lot of you guys may recognize, if your opponent is doing something silly or you don't recognize what he's doing, you just go over there and kill him. That's basically the strategy behind dealing with someone who core swings. You just keep doing whatever you're doing and just run over him. So it really doesn't work in 1v1s unless your opponent generally doesn't know how to make a proper build and eliminate the opponent, or eliminate you in this case. But in a 4v4, there's a little bit more argument to it because you can then do things like we saw in the previous round where he was able to get out flak, go full economy, go full defense, and just flak, and it could provide anti-air and map suppression tools for the entire team, while still able to defend his core better than everyone else. So, in a 1v1, we've not found a way of making it work. So it's not a very popular strategy because of that. Or swinging the core isn't very popular because of that. But if there were to be and don't get me wrong, we've come pretty close to finding a legitimate strategy that works. So if we were to find a legitimate strategy that works, that includes core swinging, then we would absolutely be all about that. Like, as you could see, every player here knows how to swing their core to most success most of the time. So it's not like it's an unknown strategy, it's just a strategy that typically doesn't work out. And, yep, there's the combo. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to build that. That's gonna... The super sturdy brace kept it intact. Do they not have anti-air? They don't. Well, at least he got the ablative plating out in time. So it's not gonna take that much damage, but that hurts. It's now a 3 versus 4. Oh dear. Well, the good news is, for Team 1 here, despite having lost a player, they removed the offensive potential of Team 2, because one of their members is gone for a core swinging, and the other one had his weapons removed. It's only a single 20 mil left. Oof. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. That's a player. That's another player down. That's gonna even it out, but Team 1 has weapons, Team 2 doesn't. The only weapons available to Team 2 right now are the nuke. That's it. Team 1 knows this. Team 1 is likely going to start putting... Like, this player has been doing nothing but ablative defense, which works. This player is going to probably do the same thing, but if they were to go for anti-air right now, they'd have complete freedom to do so, and just shut down the nukes in their entirety. Is he not going to... He's just going to face tank that. I mean, it works. Good for you. It's an adequate tactic. Eli Collier coming in with support. First time with the money. Love the vids. My pleasure, man. As long as you enjoyed, that's what we're here for. Have you ever been to Scandinavia? Would you like to go there? I would like to travel. I have never been outside of the US. I have been to many parts of the United States, but never actually outside. So, I would like to do that at some point. I don't know. I have nothing against Scandinavia. It wasn't on my list of places I would like to go. Maybe just for the sake of being there? Just to say I have, but I have no particular plans for it. I would actually like to go to Germany because I have family over there. That would be on my list of things to do sometime in the future. Ooh, we have penetration here. No significant hits, but he's gonna have to repair that quickly. Turtling. If you do it right, you live longer. That is the best part. But the worst, the con of turtling is you live long enough to be pummeled by every other player with no means of retaliation. Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Haven't seen you stream as an observer before. Getting your take when you're not busy putting out fires is interesting. So this is something I do okay. This sniper tried to paint this laser, so he caught that, but that might cause a mistake sooner than later. I do this fairly often, actually. Well, I don't know about fairly often. Periodically, as I do this every time there is a tournament online. Is whenever the Force tournaments, which used to be monthly, they kind of died off, because they cost a lot of time, and the dev team that usually runs them is a little bit busy right now working on other things. But is that nuke gonna make it? Oh my lord! Ooh, fire beam plasma laser combo. Breaking through everything once more. Wood spam not sufficient. New Force update. Nukes now leak radiation after explosion. That would be so painful. The music playing in game, or I play other music. Right now, this is other music. I was so worried about that truck nuke going like underneath and back around hitting these batteries. La-dee-dum. Too many doors. This is why you double door. In this case, he had more than a double door. Had. Past tense. Is he gonna manage to save this? I don't know if he can save that. Those are some pretty burning... Oh, he does save it. Nice! Looks like Team 2 has successfully secured an expansion, complete with 2 mines already running. Do you know when the next Forts update? Forts gets an update like every couple days, but it's usually minor things like bug fixes.
At some point. I swear we're nice.
Oh dear. Thank you. I'm Died 13, coming in with the 332. La-dee-dum. When did I start playing Forts? Very soon after its release. I've been playing Forts for a long time. Turn these sweet tunes up a decibel. I actually was thinking about that because it seems a bit quiet right now. Let's do that. This song in particular is a little bit quiet, so it's fine. But when the next one comes online, it should be a bit louder. Oh! Not enough support to the foundation. The deformation managed to tear everything apart. We have another exposed core, despite it being hyper protected. Welcome back. Oh! And all the way through, player has been eliminated, and with that, Team 2 has lost access to their expansions and the damage output they were looking to upgrade there. Will the final player be able to reclaim all that lost grounds and retaliate in time? Or has he simply given up? Ooh, boy, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of stress right here, guys. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh dear. Wonder how many programmers are in chat? A lot of them. We talk a lot on the Discord about that kind of thing. Programming and technology chat is one of probably the most active chat on, aside from general. Oh dear. So it looks like I think he's just trying to nope. Alright. Bye! Kaboom! GG. What do we have here? We have Babreto Gaming coming in and joining the incursion. Welcome back, Babreto. It's been a hot moment since I've seen you around, at least in chat. Welcome back for your second month. You have just gained access to all of our beautiful emotes here on the channel, including the nice sub badge and any comments you make on regular videos anywhere on the channel, and special access role on Discord. Welcome back, man. Up to you guys. Battleships non-Tanya. Let's bring it. I don't think anyone really cares that much about the teams. Looks like we're good to go. Time's up. Let's do this. This is going to be a co-op 4 versus 4 of the top players in forts playing battleships. You guys will get to see all the strategies that the best players use when playing forts, and I imagine it's going to look a lot like everything that I do ever. Let's see, we have all the selling going off. Not too fast, not too slow. Some storage has gone down. Technology down for both sides. All the wood being reclaimed, all the metal being reclaimed so that they can spend it elsewhere. And something tells me we're going to see a lot of nukes in this match. We're not going to see cannons, not going to see lasers, at least not at first. And there's just going to be a just cloud in the sky with ballistic missiles. That's what I think is what I think is going to happen. If I were to guess, that's what's going to happen. Sitting on that cannon. He's probably just waiting for energy. He's going to have to redesign this. Has he not played this before? For you guys who are unfamiliar, okay, yeah, they know. Why did I even bother questioning? For those who are unfamiliar, the starting position of this cannon is actually incapable of firing at the opponent. It fires up, so you have to redesign it a little bit, such as creating this tiny little tunnel that you can fire through in order to actually hit the other base. Now, of course, the other base starts behind this massive wall of defense, so you're not going to do a whole lot of damage, but it's something. Oh look! What's a big surprise? What do we have here, boys? Oh wow, they're going real deep with that. Okay, I guess that's not a surprise. Will I be playing tonight? Indeed. This segment of the stream is for well, this is the segment of the stream for watching the best players in the world play from a point of view where we can see everything. All right, let me set a hotkey right here. That way I can see the front of the forts, because that's what's going to be important most of the time. We might actually see some tier 3s out of these, because remember we have a lot of space back here that doesn't get used for anything and really can't be used for much of anything. But you can put tier 3s there, and tier 3s are quite good at targeting anywhere on the base. Specifically, all the way back here, because you notice there's a lot of batteries back here. There's a lot of wind turbines back here. There's vulnerable things back here that can be hit. Oh, this is 10 out of 10 times. This is a tier 3. So this is a tier 3 setup here. And those missiles are coming online for both teams. Team 1 here hasn't started working on tier 3s just yet. Team 2 looks like they're planning on setting that up. It's not even a very high priority. They're working on getting missiles and anti-missile systems. They're not even going with the high tech right now. Nuclear launch detected? Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Nuclear launch detected. They're already building ablative plating to take nukes and set up MG walls. This is gonna be a rough one. You got a load of tables on many different screens. I wanted users to be able to switch them from tables to grabs, and I didn't want to code every single grab, so I thought expression trees would do the job. Got so far, then the project got cancelled. Ouch! Pro snipe. That was a pretty good snipe. They may miss a rush, but they may also be going mass tier 3. It's entirely possible. I'm assuming that they're going to be building tier 3s at some point. I'm also assuming that the tier 3s are going to be kind of a back seat to the missile launches. Now, the reason we would be seeing lasers here is primarily for anti-missiles, anti-air reasons, because lasers work pretty well to just cleave masses of missiles out of the sky. It appears that they're not going to bother chain firing. Oh, yeah, nukes doing nuke things. Which at this point is okay, because they're not going to have a whole lot of anti-air to deal with it, but we have a nuke that just collided into its own base. 2 out of the 3 nukes collided into their own base. Oh dear. That's anti-air. They're good. Alright, so we have a couple of hits on either side, but nothing too strong, nothing game-changing or game-winning. However, it looks like Team 2's anti-air was temporarily disabled, and is going to lead to them getting hit by a lot of nuclear weaponry. And that's gonna cause some damage. That's gonna cause a lot of damage. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh dear. This is gonna be simultaneous launch from both sides, so the air is gonna be filled with bullets and should shut down most, if not all, of these missiles. There it is. That'll do. Don't think anything is working tonight. Everything's working fine on Twitch. It's just on YouTube. So if you guys want a non-inconsistent viewership, make sure to check it out on Twitch instead. We'll have to go back to YouTube a little bit later. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, it is. Here come the missiles again. And now they're starting to chain fire. And this is a tactic to avoid having all of your nukes obliterated by a single flak burst or a single laser burst. They're even trying to use machine gunners to suppress. Let's see. Now, there's one thing worth noting is that this cannon still exists. Cannons are very explosive. Wow, none of those missiles made it across. Yeah, that's why you want to chain fire instead of group firing them, because if you had groups fire that and all three got hit, you'd have a lot more damage taken. But this cannon is right here. It's very explosive, and if it goes, it's going to take this core with it. Or it's very likely to take this core with it. So that's why... Oh! Too many nukes fired at once. Yeah, this is why you want to chain fire your nukes. So this doesn't happen. Or at least it's less likely to happen. But the reason they sold this cannon off is so when it got hit, it didn't explode and take the core with it. Albeit losing that core isn't the worst, because that means you no longer have to protect it. It means you no longer have to worry about it's taking up space, and then you can successfully replace the entire underneath with more missiles, which is honestly a legitimate strategy. You'll see us do that sometimes. We're just like, we've had enough of this core, we'll just get rid of it ourselves and turn it all into missiles and other things, or cannons, or whatever we see fit at the time. Boom. You guys wonder, but we can turn this into an aircraft carrier. No, this is a nuclear launcher. Excuse you. 10,000 ping on everyone. Going to pause this real quick. Excuse you. What happened? There we go. Looks like... Oh, there's a desync. Oh, so many desyncs. Okay, so we have a member on Team 2 and two members of Team 1 have made it back in. Oh dear. Oh geez, the stream lagged too. Oh, God, it's my internet this time. Froze very badly. You guys should be able to come back in. Guys should be able to come back in. My internet hiccuped. Alright, so we have two members. We have one member of Team 1 in right now. One member of Team 2. Casa Klim. Rejoin as your team. Alright, so it looks like we're back in. I think we're okay. It's just Bowser and Casa right now that are not in their proper spots. Bowser's still desyncing. Yes, keep playing. We'll pause. Yeah, we'll keep playing. Players are back in. It's just Bowser and Casa who are out. Who are still out. Looks like Casa is in. Bowser, you good? I didn't spell that right. I put an extra W in there. Hey guys, we had a hard desync. Everyone disconnected. 7 out of 8 players have made it back in without an issue. Oh my gosh. And it all desyncs again. Alright, we're gonna have to restart this mess. Gonna have to restart this match. Oh dear. Which was able to use the fiber connection. I'm looking into getting better internet. I may have to actually change residences in order to get better internet realistically. Yeah, this one seems to be on me. By that I mean the internet. My internet had a moment. We good to restart this match? Alright, what is the plan after this? More stream, what? More stream indeed. Alright, time's up. Let's go. We have one giant match of battleships, and you guys know these are going to be nuclear battleships. 7 out of 10 players prefer desync over the leading computer brand. Well, what I was meant to see is that these players actually know how to rejoin a game after it's been desynced, and they all did. They all did very, very well. Except until it desynced a second time. You had fiber like 3 years now. It's the best. I don't actually have fiber in the building in which I'm currently reside in, which is unfortunate. Wouldn't it be possible to host these things on a remote server? Yes. Currently, I am that remote server. I'm just viewing it from the server, which is why I can't actually play. You guys notice I'm not visible in the lobby? That's because I can't actually play. Because I'm not part of the game. I'm just an observer and a dedicated host right now. Pseudo-dedicated. Has a UI on it. With like a bunch of blueberry muffins. I actually do like blueberry muffins. Pick a remote server that doesn't have terrible internet? I wish. La-dee-dum. What is my internet speed right now? It's like 180 down and like 10 up. Cannon firing and dealing some damage. La-dee-dum. So let's go ahead and go over the teams real quick. On Team 1 we have Trek Jeff, we have 42 Scientists, Sam, and Nox, facing off against the Team 2 players here being Bowser, Casa Klim, Erexium, and Alan 1000. The anti-air is already being built. We have all the technology for basic nuclear weaponry available on both teams, as well as the... Actually, Team 1 here seems to have neglected their upgrade center. They need to work on that. But both teams have the ability to defend against nukes as well as build the missiles. Turn out the Tons of Guns mod. The Tons of Guns is the mod that enables you to have things like... It's a vanilla mod, actually. It's not actually a mod. It's part of the vanilla game. It's a DLC. La-da-dum. Don't come to Germany for internet outside of Metro, it sucks. Generally outside of any city, even the United States, it's bad. Like, the United States is notoriously terrible. Welcome to America where 10 up is the norm. Yeah, and most of the time I don't even get that full 10 up. I get closer to 7 or 8. Which is why a lot of streams like on Satisfactory and such, it looks so bad because the bitrate is so terrible. That's a very damaged core. Did he manage to get that right through the open door? I think he got that cannon shot through the open door and hit the cannon. This map is from the new Mass Tier 3 cannons? Yes, yes it is. And I suspect we're going to see Mass Tier 3 cannons at some point. Teach your random teammates to do that? I would love to. Unfortunately, they can't shoot, so it really doesn't make a difference. The only fiber I have is a phone line to 911. Sadness. You pay extra for 100 up? My area doesn't even allow that. Gamer, yes, this is a developer-created configuration so that players such as myself can do dedicated servers for tournaments and show matches and such. Team 2's tower though is twice the original height. I mean, if you're gonna make an MG wall, you might as well go big with it, right? All right, looks like the missiles are ready to fire. First launch happening out of Team 2. All swarm missiles, but enough to get the party started. Team 1 doesn't appear to have their anti-air fully online just yet. Probably doesn't help that it keeps getting shot by things. Oh boy, that's a lot of rockets fired in parallel. Will we have the anti-air coming in time to shut it down? Yes we will. A single nuke makes it across. They didn't get punished. If they had pre-fired the flak, they could have had every one of these missiles turning back down upon themselves and obliterating everything here. So you gotta be careful with that. Last call for muffins. I'm not going to be getting muffins right now. Oh dear. Team 1 just lost a significant amount of their anti-air. That's gonna be rough. If the next volley of missiles comes off cooldown, which will be happening momentarily in the next 15 seconds or so, then Team 1 is gonna be in a really bad place. Oh, yep, there's the flak. And the cannon, getting rid of the flak. Alright, Team 1 has their flak online again. And they do shut down everything. Oh wait, one missile remains? The flak should be out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, looks like there's no pre-firing this time, so the nukes will be free. The swarm missiles eating all the flak, letting the nukes get across the field pretty cleanly. Oh, never mind. Flak come up, cool down just in time. Oh dear. Comcast is actually a horrible company. Yes, yes it is. La-dee-da. Team 1 better build more AA or at least a laser. They don't have the laser technology available just yet, so they're going to be building more anti-air. I promise you these players understand the consequences of not building sufficient anti-air. And this is how you defend against nukes, with more nukes. Am I a spectator currently? Yes. Yes, I'm currently a spectator. I am not participating, I'm merely stepping away so I could observe the nukes in their grandiose and glorious action. They're targeting the anti-air. That means Team 2's anti-air is gonna be... Oh my. Did Team 2 not sufficiently brace their base? Everyone's replaying now. I need to see this. Yep. No cross-bracing, boys. No cross-bracing. The force of the nuke hitting the top, causing just the explosion force, caused the entire base to collapse. You notice that Team 1 here did more than cross-brace. Team 2? Team 2 with a rough time. Are you done? Oh, nope. Desync. Alrighty, GG's, everyone. Let's go ahead and slow this down. I want to watch this in slow motion. I need to watch this in slow motion. Here comes the nuke. Boom. Look at the base just ripple to and fro, and there's the snap, and away it goes. All the way down. Triple core elimination. La-dee-da. For the top 10 players and nobody cross-braced, it happens. Remember that these players are not co-op players. They don't usually play this map.
Everything is on fire!
Hello from
They are
Russia with
1v1
love.
players.
Only the second time
GG's
manages
all.
to get on your stream, cause I have 2 in the morning.
Maybe next
But I
time
watched the video
we
all.
can
Successful
get
stream and new crazy mods.
some in here. Let us see. Sarge coming in with the everything is on fire. My pleasure, man. I am glad you enjoy. Can't wait to see that stream. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. But don't go anywhere, guys. We have more things coming up right now. And first, I want to see that the I want to see that replay. Where is that? How many matches ago was it? It was on Dueling Vipers. Should be this one, right? With the tier 3 shot. Where's tier 3? I want to see tier 3. Give me you. Okay, it was you. You're the one who got sniped. When did it happen? Right here? Right here. I think. No, there's no. That doesn't make it all the way down. Oh, no. Minor desync. Uh-oh. Am I not going to be able to see this? Alright, so it happened right about there. So if I go here, like a little bit further back. A little bit further back. And... uh-oh. It's gonna desync, isn't it? Let me see if I could see through the desync. I can see through the desync, it's okay. So it desyncs somewhere else. Come on. Where is it? There's the fire. And then... where is it? Oh. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, so now we're going to slow this down to like 8th speed. So this is the fire beam. Fire beams don't kill cores, however this core is significantly damaged. Let's slow it down to 8th speed and watch this come in from the top, shall we? We have this. It's hitting an energy shield right now. Yep. There's the splash damage of the tier 3, just managing to finish off an already heavily damaged core. It's disgusting. It's actually ridiculous. And then we have this one coming through here. That takes out these guys. Like, I want you guys to see how small of a hole this thing goes through. Welcome to tier 3s, where making this shot is literally not humanly discernible. Yet it makes it. It goes through the edge of one of these. I just want to point out, it goes between the edge of this and the edge of this. Look at this. Look at that angle. You can't aim that, guys. You don't aim that, guys. Ay. All right. Yes, that is beautiful. All right, so I'm going to be opening up the lobby to other players, but I need to actually switch this over to an actual forts instead of dedicated hosts. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I want to do this. There we go. Give me a moment to bring up a standard forts rather than the modified forts here. Where is my settings? Dedicated hosts. Let's go ahead and remove you. Alright. And then bring up the forts lobby for you guys. La-dee-dum. This kind of destruction only happens when a BFC goes through the entire base. Indeed. Alright. Lobby is up. No password, come one, come all. Let's do this. Oh, I love this song. This song is beautiful. I'm actually going to be switching over to SC2 in about an hour or so, I imagine. Hello, Hidden Cow. Welcome to the lobby. Alright, you guys wanted to see some battleships. Let's bring on the battleships. You know what? We could do vanilla battleships, but instead of having the highest tier gameplay, we'll have memes and self-collapsing bases. How does that sound, guys? All hail SC2. Oh, yes. Hello, Mr. Fraggle. Welcome to the chat. Maybe we'll cross-brace. Hello, Josiah. Welcome to the chat. I love this song. I have caught myself so many times just listening to this song on replay just because of how good it is. Alright, looks like everyone has downloaded and we are good to go. Let's do this. Memes and self-collapsing bases. Just sounds just accurate. Yes. I'm really looking forward to doing this kind of super player matches more often. And we can have the good players on more often. It'd make me so happy. Ooh. Storages are nice. We don't need this many storages. We need technology. The faster we get the missiles down, the faster we can use them. We can't get the missiles down before the technology, so make sure to always put your technology down relatively first. There we go. Technology has been placed. Nope, stop. Okay, there we go. Get this going. Sell this. There we go. That'll be good. Have I done? I have done the same many times. Oh yes. Cross bracing is happening. Good. Where is our technology? Technology is good. There we go. You sell all this off. Go ahead, guys. Use it at your discretion, which scares me to think about, but, you know, needs to be used at some point. We definitely need more turbines. Sell this and this and this. How is this looking? Do this, 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 this. I would just do that. There we go. How is our energy production looking? It's getting up there. Alright. Good, good, good. We should have missiles available soon. Alright, let's bring the launchers online. Start trying to deal some damage. I don't know what I expected. This is fine. Alright, we need missile launchers now. Let's get this sold off too. Energy shields only defend against energy weapons. Unless you're expecting a laser to hit back there. You've spent 600 metal on something that's not gonna assist. 900 metal on something that's not gonna assist. You gotta be careful with your choices. Alright, this is all cross-braced. Very good. Okay, so when targeting this cannon, we're not gonna be able to do, or when using the cannon, we're not gonna be able to do things like blow up their core and such. So make sure to try to target something that can deal actual damage, like against their anti-air, or against another weapon you see placed. We need to start getting flax online. Looks like we've already got 2.5 all the way across, which is super good. There we go. There we go. Good work up here. I'm not sure who's placing those, but good. It looks beautiful, and I love it. Just gonna be firing over here. Try to take out their top segment. Don't know what was there. Looked like a machine gunner. Bloody-dum. Coming back to battleships. Let's go! Yeah! Abby's is Nightbot 2.0. All hail Nightbot 2.0. We almost have a commander ability active. Once commander ability activates, we should be at a really good spot. Let's... Alright, I believe they had their commander ability active before ours. Which will help them more than us, obviously. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on putting the actual weapons down there. Because, well, we run a very good chance of them being exploded right now. But also someone else did, which is fine. Alright, let's begin the launch sequence. Scatter fire, everything. Ideally we get another nuke or another sniper available. Ooh, caught that just in time. Is that even, can a flag even fit there anymore? Yes it can. Let's get you set up. Let's do this. Okay, sorry, 1, 2, 3 on hotkey 1. We're gonna want another sniper so we can. Yeah, there we go. We do have another sniper now, and the reason for this is so we can snipe their things without having to sacrifice our ability to launch nukes. Oh, we got a solid hit. One has landed, and if we can get rid of their anti-air, that would be great. There we go. Let's go ahead and get another launch here. Oof. Can we get another launcher right here? There it is. Come on. Let's do 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Oh, we don't have energy! No! No! Oh, we need batteries. We lost a lot of snipers. That's not good. Ooh, I don't want to put that battery there. It's right underneath the potentially droppable cannon. Let's do this. There we go. Batteries. Nice. Tier 3s are happening eventually. Flak is doing very, very well. I do want to try to get a couple snipe hits right here. I suspect there are doors on there. It's just... Yeah, there's doors there. Alright, this is fine. Let's just nuke them into the oblivion. Come on, energy. We need it. Ooh, what just happened? Cannon was placed, and also a cannon was dropped. Good thing I didn't try to put the battery there. That would have been really bad. We'd have lost the base. It's a tier 3 accident. Ooh. I'm gonna put a door on this guy. I'm going to metal this because it is stressed and I don't want it to break. There we go. Is that all background bracing? That is all background bracing. Okay. Let's go through the front then. I'm doing this on purpose all very quickly right now because they have their own nukes coming and I want to try to get their anti-air to hit their nukes. There we go. Nice. Come on. I just hit a flak. But you're working on this. Very good. If we could take out their anti-air, that would be great. Ooh, no. At least it was only one. Come on. Oh. Got a couple of them. There's another one down. That's another one down. Alright. Sniper's doing good work. Just stay on top of that sniper, friend. Why can't I? Thank you. That's a sniper out front. This is fine. Uh-oh. Ooh, boy. Oh, we got hit pretty hard here by our own nuke. Welcome to nuclear warfare, boys. It's always a mess. Always a mess. Alright. If this cannon goes, it takes our core with it. Come on, we can get it. Where's their flak? Right there. Oh, we're getting it! We're gonna get all the way to their core, boys! Okay, come on. Oh, not even one more nuke. No, so close. We came so close to wiping out their core there. We actually got a hit on their core. How? Alright, well, you know what? I'm not complaining. Let's go. Alright. There's no way they survived this. Boom! Core eliminated. Alright, now they have exposed flak. Let's fix this issue. Suppression achieved. Tier 3s are coming online. Now we can start hitting them in the front and the back at the same time. And keep the chain fire going. Done and done. Right, how far could I get this out? Oh. Got him. Oh, that's gonna go all the way to the back. That's gonna take out their economy. You guys know what happens when you lose your economy on this map. They're in a real bad way now, guys. We should be able to get this cannon all the way to their back as well. Oop, just a little bit low. Flak, take care of it, please. Everything shut down except for a singular swarm missile. Alright. Let us try to hit this all the way to their back. This will be the most easily defensible of the lot. But in doing so, if we manage to get this, then they are so far behind that coming back is near impossible. As at this point, they still have access to their technology. They still have access to their economy. They just don't have weapons right now. Oh, no. I think one of our nukes decided to nuke ourselves, which is really unfortunate. And by that I mean really fortunate, because now we could just build more missiles here, and I don't have to feel bad about it. Yeah, it happens. Fortunately, we now have a lot more nukes to use. Alright, so I'm gonna aim. They have too much anti-air there. We need to snipe it all the way before we do this. So instead, I'm just gonna aim for the front, where there's not a whole lot of anti-air, and just go like this. There we go. Because those nukes will fly underneath their anti-air and just kind of dig out their front segment and start hitting them in places they really don't want to be hit. Like right there. Neat. And the tier 3 is coming from above. Keep getting rid of things. Nice. And we'll just keep nuking the front. Commander ability for energy, so we can keep firing these because, ooh, is this expensive. Turns out nuclear weapons are expensive. Who would have thought? There we go. There we go. Take out their nukes. Now they don't have much of their economy anymore, and they don't have their weapons, which is kind of how it ends. All right, so now I'm gonna aim for the remainder of their economy, and then dig through the rest of their base. Should have one more nuke available, right? One more. There we go. Yep, this should take out the last of their economy here. Indeed it does. And now they don't have anything. It's just a remnant corpse that we must finally obliterate. I think they still have their technology, which is not much, as they don't have anything else. No means of utilizing it. Alright, nuke time. Not even chain firing. Let's go. La-dee-dum. Got him. Cleaned. GG! Now we're just playing with the food. It actually does take a little while to dig through the base. It is what it is. Alright. That is good. So you know what? Let's do another one. Except this time, we'll do it on D-Day, because D-Day is fun. Kinda desyncy, but it is what it is. La-dee-dum. Where is D-Day? Here we go. Favorite direct strike commander? It's a tough one. I tend to go for Zerg commanders, because I like Zerg. But honestly, Vor's unit is one of my favorites. My favorite Protoss. Favorite Zerg is probably Kerrigan. Kill them with a laser. Alright, you have a good one. Who's what? Just found out that you can't tab out of the game with direct mouse input. I mean, you can tab out. It just does. It just makes your viewing screen go all over the place. La-dee-dum. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's go. This is Team Deathmatch, not co-op. Let's go. Almost dropped my drink. That would have been unfortunate. Alright, big map, let's go. We're doing this. Sell. Technology, upgrade center, we want you sooner than later. Sell this off, so you don't do horrible things. We need energy production. We start with a decent amount of energy production, but we really need more. But one of the better places for energy production I've seen is all the way over here, so I'm going to build all the way over there. Like so. Just build it all the way this way. Alright. Let's do this then. There we go, nice. Okay, so this will be turbine replacement. Way in the back where it's not going to be bothered by anyone ever, except for teammates. And maybe a wayward tier 3, as we listen to the sounds of battle off on the way. There we go. Energy production should be coming online. We're up to 999. Very good. Let's sell this. Mines are going. We have 100. You built it in the way of the mines. You can't put the mines there because you built technology there instead. But you know what? It's the world we live in now. You can also build mines out here. Just kind of a lot of mines. The D stands for desync. If only. Indefinite upgrade tier 3? That's not a bad idea. Why not make tier 3s from the get-go? I mean, we could. It's not impossible. Tier 3 is not the greatest on this map. I'm going to fire this once more, and then I'm going to sell it because we need something a little bit more damage potential than at 50. Or 20 mil, sorry. I can't help but notice we don't have double doors yet. By the way, there are batteries that start on these. Okay, here we go. Plenty of these. Just gonna refire right now. Do this. Just get some damage output. Double and triple door incoming. More cannon. Double door here. Like so. And then triple door. Those are fine there, but I want to move them because we can put other things there that aren't part of our critical infrastructure. There we go. Whee! Got it. Alright. Gonna refire you. Just right across the front, please. Thank you. Let's move this guy out of here, these guys out of here. Sell all this. Incoming nuclear weapons, or missile weapons at least. Doesn't sound like a nuke. There is a nuke, okay. Whew. Pain, 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 pain. Alright. You built the cannons too far forward, they can't be doored nicely. Alright, there we go. Let's do this one. Let's get some AA here in preposterous numbers. Or preposterous quantities, at least. I'm gonna put these behind doors because this is enough distance to do so. Alright. Have another solid hit. And then get some more cannon emplacements here. Alright, sounds like they have more incoming cannon. Or incoming missile, sorry. But we have MGs this time. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. It's a bit laggy. Probably, I think that's on your end this time. So I haven't seen massive pings or timeouts or anything. Any indicator that's laggy for other people at this point. Alright. Will this hit their flak? Ooh, so very close. Not quite. Nothing is happening. Why? We have a tier 3 building over there. I think we're gonna need to start building down here, or at least these guys. 1, 2, 3. We fire you. We fire you. There we go. Just to give you something to do. Nuke has been pacified. Anti-air eliminated. There we go. I'm going to fire these guys right up here so I can... There we go. Hit all the way over there. Nice. Have I fired everything yet? I've not fired you. You will fire down here. You guys will fire right here. And then I will begin the firing procedures. Come on. Where did these guys go? Besides into their own deaths. Cannon is not firing. I need you to fire, please. I want you guys to be upgraded. How are you guys looking? You've just completed construction. All the way across. There we go. Nice. We're about to get hit by a lot of mortars, guys. Ooh, we got a disconnect. Very good. This is what we were looking for. Alright. Let's get another shot over to their base. Almost got too deep. If I can nail this. There we go. Come on. Why won't you fire? Thank you. Uh-oh. How's our anti-air looking? Not sufficient, that's how it's looking. Definitely not sufficient. Right. Yep, we're gonna need to do something about this. Come on. Get their cannon. Oh! No! I tried to door snipe them, they door sniped me. Alright, let's do this. Let's get this here. We need to get our own mortars back. Am I the only one on the team? What's going on here? We have someone wearing tier 3s. That's good, I'll leave a mark. There we go. Alright, come on, I need you. I can't aim that low from here. Nope! Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. Oh dear. Let's get you set up. How's our flak looking? So many cannons. Here we go. Okay. Death and destruction. Death and destruction. Death and destruction. It's coming. I can't even aim that low. No. This. Let's get you upgraded so I can actually break down the... Oh, we did it. We broke it. I need that to be ignited, please. Yes, ignite the base. Ignite it. Keep it on fire. Okay, well, you know, that'll work too, I suppose. It'll have to work because we don't have access to that anymore. Build you. Door, 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 door. Alright. We did some damage. This time we have upgraded mortars, so that should break it again. It's still on fire. Very good. Let's try to airburst this. There were no nukes. I should have seen that one coming. Alright. Alright, now we're getting some serious damage down, boys. Okay, we got one of them. Alright, that'll do nicely. It took us a while to get on top of those mortars. Now we can add some power here. They still have that cannon in placement. Yeah, right where that teammate shot that. If I could take out the next bridge, I'd be very happy. Let's take out all of that. Looks like they don't have anyone active repair. Oh, no, there's the active repairs. Let's do this. Put a couple more cannon rounds across. We should have enough power here to take out this cannon. Very, very quickly. If I can hit anything. There's a 20 mil. Door is unavailable. It looks exposed. Mortar should take it out. And with it, pretty much their last... you're still alive, you monster. Alright. Now, their last core is in this tiny little segment up here. And I'm hitting their cannon. There's the cannon gone. You guys need more power now. Let's go ahead and do this. That should hit right about here. Or at least on the bridge. So I don't want them to have access to that. So much work on those mortars. Yes. Mortars for both sides were kind of everything. Which is one of the things that tends to work out that way on this map. Alright, we shouldn't have much to dig through here before we're hitting their final... Oh! Okay. That works. Tier 3 for the win. You know what's actually fun? Doing one of these. Let's just enjoy this for a moment. Getting to see the entirety of the map. Or even better yet, this. So you can see the relevant parts of the map. Cannon didn't do much, but you're proud of the door snipe? That was a good door snipe. What I like watching is the map unfold, so you can see how progress is made back and forth. Cue the dramatic music. I don't like big maps. Have I mentioned that I don't like big maps? These things cause issues. I want to see the bit where the fort, where they really start pushing forward and they knock us back a lot. Bloody-dum. Oh, jeez. Skip ahead. Let's just skip ahead a little bit. You see that they're building across right now. You could watch them build across, which is cool. There we go. Bloody-dum. Oh, jeez. Oh, but the nukes... Is this the one that just destroys us? No. All right. Okay, I can't go. There we go. Now they have all of these mortars here doing terrible, terrible damage to us, and I'm trying to come back from this. Here we go. Look at those tier 3s, though. Oh, my pleasure, Mr. Piranha. I'm glad you enjoy. Not sure if you accept music requests. So the problem with music is that if I play music and I don't own the license or rights to the music, then I get demonetized, and then I can't do YouTube or videos or content creation, which is really rather unfortunate. So I generally don't do music requests. However, if you suggest music in the Discord, in the suggestions page, I will take a look at it and see if I can actually use it. Because if I can, that would be great. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do here, as we all know what happens from here, we've disconnected everything and we've destroyed everything. Then what we're going to do is we're going to switch on over to StarCraft, because I've been on Forts for a while, and I really do want to do some StarCraft. I know a lot of you guys are into it as well. So I'm going to switch over to StarCraft here. So don't go anywhere. We are still joining. And remember with StarCraft, a lot of you have enough desyncs of this. A lot of you guys can join. Let's go ahead and do that right now. For you guys on Twitch, you don't have to do anything. The stream will do a quick reset, and you might have to refresh, you might not. On YouTube, there will be a brand new link sent out, because it will turn this segment of the video into a VOD, and then we'll restart with a new VOD. So we'll be switching over to StarCraft right now, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Just hang around and chat. We'll be posting the new link momentarily.